And we are live, and happy Trolltide, everyone! I'm sure that this is not an omen of things to come. Pete's not laughing because he never watches us on video right now, so he doesn't know what the joke is.
No, I'm just laughing along with everyone else.
Oh, you should look though.
I'll give you a minute if you want to turn your microphone on, your camera on right quick, or your video feed. I can't leave this on too long because it's cheap and it's kind of itchy. Not an omen of things to come at all, guys.
Oh my god!
You're such a dork.
Yes, I am.
And that's why we love him.
I had to prep that at like 4 o'clock last night because that's when I thought of it. Not to say that I don't have other things planned for you guys. They are going to be.
Are we going to be fighting cursed pumpkins? Actually, that sounds kind of cool. So let's do that.
Yeah,
we can make
hey,
pie.
Don't take my fun away just yet. But anyways, I've got, like I said, other little things planned throughout the day. But we're going to save some of that for when we get Nick and Carrie in, who are running about an hour late. Kyle, unfortunately, can't join us today. So, just for a quick recap of what is happening in the world. A lot is happening in the world lately. Let's see, you guys just got back from a mission for a Darby Lockridge. You got paid quite a bit of money. Before that, you murdered some agents of the Crown who just happen to be half ogres you all hate. And the surviving sibling left you a cryptic message. That was last night. You all have decided to be, extra paranoid about walking Trevor home and everything. But it's a new day. The sun is shining. Well, it's kind of shining. It's sort of overcast. The fog is rolling in if you're near the docks. And all the extra vendors are out selling candied apples and other sweet treats because tonight is Trolltide. It is a holiday that came over from a faraway land known as Waterdeep. And it sort of took off with the kids because they all wear troll masks and run around demanding treats from strangers or they get mean. So everybody is out selling the candied treats for the little monsters tonight. What are you guys doing?
So we didn't get murdered in our sleep.
No, you are still alive.
Well, Viserius wrote a note to himself to remind. Well, I wrote a note to myself to remind myself that I need to go to the Mystic Mythic and special order that scroll of enlarge reduce, and then I need to go to the Brass Emporium and sell some things.
Okay. And so you had told me about some of that in message, but what else? What all did you have? And I will pull up my cards for that.
Okay, I had also bought. Let me see here.
Because you bought some potions, and all that.
Yes.
We just said that if you wanted, you could have just picked them up.
Okay, yeah, I ordered 2 potions of enlarge, and then mirror image scroll. What else? Major image scroll. And I think that's it.
Okay. And I'm pulling up things now, but I'm pretty sure they can have a level 2 scroll for you without too much trouble. I just gotta go through and see what Xanathar said about creating those. Okay, so yeah, those were all things you could already have picked up, unless you just want to role play conversation.
And Phantom Steed.
That was the other one I remember you mentioning.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just go pick those up.
Okay, that's not a problem. You can grab all those. I'm looking up scroll creating. There it is. Okay. Yeah, they think they can have your enlarge spelled by tomorrow.
Well, thank you. And then I'm going to. How much would you offer me for this weapon? I said it's a special weapon that you can never be surprised, and it gives you advantage when you're being attacked.
What's its level?
It's
is it an uncommon or common?
that I do not know.
Okay.
Let me look it up real quick. And I've also got this rope of climbing that I'd never used.
Well, you never know when you're going to want something like a rope climbing, but if you insist, I'll give you 500 for the both of them.
Would you have anything in trade? I'm looking for a longsword.
Well, we're not really a blacksmith. I guess, let me just see what we have in stock here. Okay,
It doesn't have to be magical.
Well, this is a
But
magic
magic
shop,
would.
so. They rolled really well, so if you want, they'll give you a +1 longsword in exchange for both of those.
Very well. I'll take that. That's a good deal.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
And then I'll head back to the estate.
Okay. Did you want to go and pick up a mystery bundle? Because you'd mentioned that.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's not a problem. I think we said those were 500. The price is in the menu. Just roll me a d20, please.
Okay.
How many of those did you make?
A lot. I have. You get
lucky
bundled.
13.
Yep, that's just appropriate for the day. I think. Well, let's see what. I don't remember what's in it, but we'll say it's appropriate. All right, I am going to just send you a fairly long list of things. Because the Loot Crepe bundles are all labeled so you know exactly what you are getting. There are no refunds, but maybe they will buy individual items from you later. Let me just send you this directly because it's a decent little list of things. Even I don't remember what you're getting. Oh, well, one of them's fun. A couple of them are fun.
Hello.
Okay, so there's that. Ow. So yeah, you can go through that stuff whenever it pleases you. And did anybody have anything else they would like to do?
I guess after I talked to Crane about basically revealing that I'm Mr. Claw to him, to my friends, I'm going to head back to the estate.
Okay, I wasn't really sure that's what you were going for, but okay. Whenever you want to reveal yourself to people, that's fine. He doesn't tell the large, terrifying wolf man how to run his business. He just runs it for him. Okay, so as everybody at the estate, what's Trevor up to?
I actually want to see if I can guess the Cake Twins correctly this time.
Okay.
We haven't been there in a while.
No, we haven't. I gotta try to remember them again. Okay. Yeah.
It was Sherry and Carrie.
Yes. So you go down to the cake shop, which has been vastly remodeled. They even have a to-go window because, so many people came by and overpaid for gold for like 3 weeks in a row. So it's a very nice looking, a much fancier place than it was. So you go in, and of course, they're working behind the counter. One of them's off in the other corner, putting something up. So you hear him go, "Hi, Mr. Trevor. Hi, Mr. Trevor."
Do I have to roll anything to genuinely guess who they are?
I'll roll
correctly?
something. I'll roll something. They're identical twins. I'm not going to put that on you.
Hi, Carrie. Hi, Sherry.
And you point to the one at the counter and the one in the corner, respectively.
Yes.
Okay. Nope.
Next time.
You'll never get it.
Yeah, they're fucking with me.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I'll go meet back up with the others.
Oh, you're not actually going to buy anything while you're there? That's just... You're just trying to go in for free stuff. I'm messing with
I
you.
genuinely wanted to guess them.
Okay.
But oh well, that's fine.
Yeah, the only time you can really do that is when they're standing next to each other and it's harder for them to do the lie. Okay, so...
Yeah, I'll go meet up with the others.
Okay. So the three of you who are actually awake and not off doing secretive things, because I never did ask the others what they were supposed to be doing with their day off. What do you guys want to do?
I'm assuming Michael made it back to the estate and didn't stay at my house.
Yeah, I'm going to say everybody went back home. I'm not pulling any shenanigans this time. Everybody is there to the best of your knowledge.
This time.
Yeah. Hey, he missed
Yeah.
like 3 weeks in a row. I had to do something. I'm going to leave
once
him
you
alone.
get to the state, you see Viserius opening a big box, going through its contents.
And when you open the box, it actually falls apart and confetti seems to shoot out. And then the confetti disappears as it hits the ground.
Ooh, very nice.
Do I want to know?
Are you at the estate already?
Yeah, that was me asking.
Oh, okay. It's just a mystery bundle that I bought. I always enjoy receiving such packages.
Noted.
Oh, and now that you're here, I have a gift for you.
Okay.
And I will go up to Trevor and I'll hand him 2 potions with ribbons on them. And I'll say these potions will enlarge you. They're called potions of growth.
Little more definition, please.
Let me look it up.
I'm already on it. I will.
Okay.
I'll send you. But I just want to hear you describe it. All right, I'm just gonna paste this to you, Danny. We'll have to actually do the effects in a moment because.
No, Danny knows what it is.
Oh,
Trevor's
okay.
thinking something completely different.
Oh, okay.
When you drink this potion, you gained, you get enlarged for 1 to 4 hours. You see that the potion is red. And that's pretty much it.
I mean, that's very flattering.
It'll help you in combat.
Would I be there?
Probably. You can be.
Hello, you two. What was that noise?
And I'll keep digging through the box. And I'll go, hello, Sir Trilek.
I'll just point at the box.
Did something happen? Is
No,
everything
no.
all right?
Oh, yes, everything's fine. Just went and made some purchases.
Oh, what did you purchase?
I don't know. It's a mystery. A mystery bundle, that is.
And try like you can probably find the paper that says, "Thank you for purchasing a Loot Crate mystery bundle."
One of these. You know, I hear that no matter how much you spend on them, you could still get duplicates of everything. It's almost it is purposefully making you want to buy more to try and get something that you could probably never get. The industry. Such a pain. Oh, sorry. I'm just talking to myself. Potions. Interesting.
Yes, and I'm still looking through all the potions, trying to identify them.
Oh, yeah, some of these were just the plain weird ones.
Yeah. And you hear Viserius talking to himself. Interesting, interesting.
I look at Trevor. Should we inform Michael and Brianna of the more interesting potions, or should we keep it all out of their reach?
I mean, it's his stuff.
Yes, but let us let him prevent them from blowing up the house.
Oh, never fear. These potions are going into my personal bag of holding.
See, there we go.
Good. Please refrain from giving them to Michael or Rihanna. I fear the destructive capabilities they have, even with a healing potion.
Well, I mean, it is Trolltide. Go big or go home.
Trolltide?
It's a holiday that's been around for ever, really. Came over from some distant place.
Question for the DM.
Sure.
Do the elves partake in this holiday?
I mean, if you want, it's it's mostly like a thing. The kids obviously are the big ones that are a part of it, but there's also some giant wicker trolls that'll be set on fire at night, and so
Burning
it's,
Man.
yeah, it's just sort of like it probably had its origins in something really meaningful, but then when it came over from someplace else, they just took the fun parts of it. So it's just a celebration.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I recommend you guys buy some candy before for the night, but that's just those of you who have been in the city know what those little monsters get like if they don't get their tide.
Well, of course I know what they are, what they do. I'm pretty sure Trevor was one.
Yeah. And you also know why right now every guard is on duty for the night. With the exception
Except
of
me?
you. Yeah.
I was
But
going to say, wait, how did I get out of that?
that's why when you guys came
wait,
home the other
Brandon was
day,
too steady.
there was mercenaries who were running the gates because the guards are all getting ready for Trolltide and trying to keep the kids under control. It never works, but they try.
They
That
become
explains
miniature
the guard's
psychopaths.
Twi'lek sort of smiles a bit. So, tonight will be the only night that I look normal. But
Well, I mean, you're not wearing a troll mask, but I mean, you're big and scary. Kids, anyway.
Yes, and I just pray they do not think that this is their costume. Because my tail is a no-no.
Well, it's probably a good idea to go get a handful of candy to give to the little demons, because they might riot.
That is good.
I worked the last Trolltide. It wasn't pretty.
And these shenanigans are allowed for this night only?
Yeah,
It's not so much that they're allowed,
do
it's
apologize,
that
everyone is lagging
they're
badly.
tolerated.
I will be right back.
and the kids
Okay.
are really hard to catch.
Yeah.
They all look alike in mask.
I'm pretty sure my brother dreads this day.
Yeah, and while we're speaking, while they're speaking, I'm taking the time to identify each and every item in the box.
Oh, yeah, it was all, actually, there was a whole list told you what everything was, if you want to double check to make sure you're not being tricked. But
Oh, no.
you'll find that the list of items that was provided is exactly what you got.
Okay.
Because
Okay,
Loot
then I'm gonna
Crate
have to-
does not joke around with his mystery bundles. He is upfront about everything, and nothing hazardous is ever put in. Although once you take it, he's not responsible for what happens.
Sounds fair. Like, I'll have to purchase more of these in the future.
Yeah, I've got some really interesting things. Let me take away number 13, though.
Trevor's kind of looking over his shoulder. Still a little worried about these potions, but
Oh,
Yeah,
Pete,
handle that when it comes.
I'll let you tell Trevor what is in them, unless you want me to just drop the list over so that he
Yeah,
can.
he'll see Viserius pick up a little iron sphere. I'm like, oh, this is going to be very interesting to use.
what is it?
It's called an
Okay.
iron oculus.
Okay, I'm magically stupid.
And then I'll open it and show her. It says, I can use this and hold it up to my eye and speak a command word, which I'm sure it's written on the paper, right?
Yeah. And if you want
So
to
it will-
change the word, there's instructions for changing it too.
Okay. It will draw my eye into the sphere, leaving my eye socket empty. Now, while my eye is trapped in the sphere, I have dark vision out to 120 feet, which will double my already. And I can detect polymorphed and shape change creatures and objects within 120 feet. And then I can return my eye back to my socket after use. Very interesting.
Painful.
Well, sometimes you have to suffer a little pain in order to advance your magic.
I will take your word for it.
Yes, but there is suffering pain and losing an eyeball.
Well, I won't lose it. I could always return it.
Unless you lose the sphere.
True.
Maybe you should attach like a chain to that. That way you can just wear it. So if you like get thrown or something, it doesn't just go bouncing off into an ocean or something.
And then I'll pull out a rope. I'm like, it's very interesting. This is called a Medusa's rope.
Oh dear.
Yes. It can be turned to stone with a command word. But once turned to stone, it cannot be turned back into a rope. So it's a one-off.
And
So you could potentially tie somebody up with it, lock them in a stone prison, and throw them somewhere.
Well, the rope itself will turn into stone.
Which will presumably be heavier than rope.
Yes, so if we ever needed to dispose of a body in some deep water, this rope will have a good use.
Interesting. I like it.
That's why I made so many of these. I know you guys will find some creative
Demented
uses
use.
for them.
not like holding a door shut, you know, when on the other side is like a horde of creatures. No. When we need to dispose of a body.
Well, there's plenty of things that can hold a door shut, but how many times can you turn a rope to stone? Just once.
Yeah.
It's literally in the description once.
I think Jeslyn would have found this very useful for Michael to prevent him from going anywhere stupid.
Speaking of which, if you guys start trying to look for your missing companions, they all left individual notes that just say, gone out for a while. No explanation, no indication that they were even going out together.
As usual.
Would it be wise to let our new half-orc friend walk around the city by himself?
He didn't seem to give you a choice in the matter.
Well, he seems pretty capable of taking care of himself.
Yeah,
He's
well,
a rather large specimen.
You're
I
worried
mean-
about him?
Well, I mean, but-
And it is Trolltide, so.
Yes. I'm sure those who are not of the... I look at Viserys and then Trevor. How would you explain this, to be honest with you? Like, the more human-looking or the more elven?
The exotic races is probably a good way to put it.
The more exotic races. Let's go with that, thank you. They're going to have a lot better time now in Trolltide if they look scary or weird and mysterious. So I guess you'll be fine. But it is Rhiannon I'm worried about.
well, I mean, I'm more worried about. I mean, this city is full of stupid, so.
Yes, we know two of them.
Yes, well, they're both capable of disguising themselves rather well.
True. They can handle themselves.
If you agree, then yes, they can, for the most part. I guess. Anyway, I have been informed that this Mr. Claw would like a meeting with us.
Oh yeah, that definitely won't put me any further on my brother's shit. Let's do it.
I believe he wants all of us present, so I think we'd have to wait until Michael and Oriana and our new half-orc friend.
Matt, just so you know, Kyle can't join us at all today, and we still got at least half an hour for the others show up. I kind of would like,
right.
unless you want me to start filling the time.
I've actually got a few ideas that we can do stuff if you'd like.
I mean, I kind of want to go get one of these boxes. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Oh, let's go. The objects I
yeah.
received were
Yeah, you guys
rather
can do whatever you
extraordinary.
want with your time. I just want to let you know that if you're trying to wait for the others to get here, we got at least 30 minutes. So,
Yeah.
We got time to completely fuck up Andy's story. Let's do it.
that's why I built this part into the world.
And I'll ask Trevor, how does this Trolltide work? I've never participated in it. Now, do we
if a
have
group
to
of kids-
give candy to the children?
Do you want to get mauled by tiny little demons?
Not necessarily.
Then yes.
I'm
not joking.
I'm just
I've
going to
been
give
run
you guys a quick little. I can just read it. This is the description from the book. Trolltide is a fun springtime holiday for most Waterdeep denizens. Okay, actually, that was really about all there was to it. Sorry, I thought there was more. There's a big paragraph, but that's for tonight. I almost read something I wasn't supposed to read.
Uh-oh.
Pretty much
You
it's
almost
time to.
tricked
I
the
am
DM.
borrowing this from a module and just adapting it for us. But
It
yeah,
lets people
it's
relax
Halloween.
from the normal day to day, really. I may exaggerate a bit on the kids, but I mean, it's just in good nature. I mean, it's candy. It'll barely cost you silver to get a bunch of it and just to give to the little rascals, so.
Oh, let's purchase some on our way to this when you go get your mystery bundle.
Yeah, in fact, I'm going to say if you guys spend the gold, you'll have more than enough candy to go around.
Oh, yes.
We must not forget Frick. Even though he's not here with us, he is here with us in spirit.
Okay, so we'll spend 2 gold, 1 for the kids, 1 for free.
Yes.
Let's be sure to post this on for him later that you guys bought him a gold's worth of candy in spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, can't wait till he gets another
It's a
job.
can
And,
of pop. You don't need it. I know you think you do, but you.
and Tiberius is suddenly, out pecking at everybody's stuff again. I'm replacing Flynn and Tiberius when he bugs you like that.
That's perfect. I love it.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me, and I'll snap my fingers, and you'll see Wesley appear on my shoulder as a hawk.
Doink.
This is the new Wesley.
Yeah. And Tiberius did start to give a little bit of a chirping growl, like, oh, no, I am the king of the sky.
You're the size of an apple. A grapefruit when you're puffed up. Like, you're not...
He's puffed up. He's grapefruit right now.
You're not going anywhere, dude.
Yeah, I didn't say he was trying to fly off. He just puffed up looking like, I can take him.
You can't take that. His claw is the size of your head.
Back in a second.
Yeah, Viserys is just ignoring him.
Yeah. He'll calm down after he's had time to get used to him. But, you know, a bird just appeared in his territory.
A big bird.
Yeah.
Here, just go in your hideout.
Yeah, he crawls back in, but his head's just kind of poking out like... Alright, so you want to go pick up your own mystery crate?
Yeah.
Okay, those are at the Brass Emporium. And like I said, whoever wants to just drop a gold off your list, and I'll say you have candy for the monsters.
Yeah, okay, I'll buy 2 golds worth
Okay.
of candy.
All right.
Well, 3. 2 for the kids and 1 for Frick.
Okay. So
They're 500, Andy?
yes, they are 500 gold, and then roll a d20.
540. Sorry, I was taking that off my...
No problem. I know math is hard.
Yeah, I have mine as whatchamacallit? Oh, Lord.
13 and a 6. This is fitting.
Okay. Let me find box number 6.
Yeah, I have mine listed as a resource, so I just deducted from there.
Ooh. This is a fun one. This is a fun one. I mean, they're all fun to me, but this is a fun one. I'm sending it to you now.
I'll ask the proprietor. Would you have any more of those bundles arranged?
Oh, yeah, so Mr. Crepe sent me a whole bunch of them, so I've got over 20 left.
Yes, I was rather pleased with the one I just received, and I would like to purchase another one.
Oh, well, sure. Roll me the D20 and remove your funds.
Ooh.
16. Let me remove the gold.
Okay, and let me find number 16.
There. Gold removed.
You guys can tell I'm having too much fun with this.
Yeah, I'll have to write all these down on my character sheet later.
All right, this one's a longer one. It's going to make me break it up a little bit. So here's the first half and the second. Unfortunately, they don't really translate very well into Roll20 chat, but okay.
Ooh.
Then I'll remove number 16 from the list. No, we're being really mean to people watching. We're going to have to actually read some of these things off.
Oh, I love the first one.
You bought another one?
Yeah.
We're just going to blow all of our gold on these fucking cards.
All right. So for people who are watching this later on and not getting to know what's in it, basically I went through a random generator and took all the fun stuff and made mystery bundles so these things could be somewhat practical to complete time waster, but everyone is probably worth 500 gold easy. And I'm just gonna let you guys, check everything out.
Okay, the only question that I have is this potion thingy is how do I know if the result is good or bad? It doesn't say.
Oh,
Is it DM's choice, I'm guessing?
Yeah, that's the potion of augury or something, or clairvoyance. Yeah, that's
Augury.
you ask me about an upcoming event, and then I'll tell you if it's good or bad.
Okay, cool.
So, like, you can ask the question. I think it only works for like 30 minutes ahead of time. So, it's like, oh, is Trolltide going to be good tonight? I'll tell you if it's good or bad.
Interesting. Well, I don't want to risk that because I don't want to be poisoned for an hour.
Like I said,
I like this net. It's a winged net.
that one is pretty neat.
I'm not going to keep that one. I hand a scroll over to Viserys, though. You might like this, though.
Oh, for the
why, thank you.
record, scrolls that come from these cannot be transferred to your book. They're like one-time use magic items.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that.
Okay, good. You're usually
Yeah.
the one who wants to try to put stuff into your book, so...
Yeah, no, I used my intelligence this time.
Okay, good. You question me so much in chat, I don't know whether you're doing it to be a troll or whether you really know what you're talking about. I like
I got some
this
more
one,
cool
though.
stuff.
What are we rolling?
They bought,
We bought
they bought more mystery bundles, which
Maybe
if you
you should buy one. They're kind of great.
they're
Do I
500.
have enough money?
Yeah, you probably have money. You've been doing jobs.
I got the 2,000, but I put that into...
The
I
business
have
pays for
2,000
itself in theory.
Oh, yeah. And now, one of the items I believe that I got in my last bundle is far surpasses what I paid for the bundle itself.
Ooh.
So if you want one, it's 500 gold and roll me a d20.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll spend the 500.
I like that we can spend an hour on these things.
They're cool, man. I love all the stuff I've
Okay,
got.
you got number 15.
I'm worried.
Should. You should, because I just read the first one, and this is another fun one.
No.
I'm sending it
You
to
got
you
a
in chat
bottle
now.
Of super potent Nair.
Okay, I've got to do this in twos, but here's the first
Okay.
half, and here's the second half.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
And then I'll remove it from the list.
This wand is pretty dope.
Yes, and every Loot Crate bundle contains unique items. Some of them might be a little bit similar, but he guarantees, to the best of his ability, that you will rarely receive the same item twice. You know, until you bought like 20 of them, and then I had to start trying to be creative, you know, when I make the next batch. He got some fun stuff.
Is this what happens when we leave three guys together in the world?
This is what happens when somebody says, "Hey, Andy, what's that mystery bundle you put on?" And I forgot what the mystery bundle was, so I make new stuff. This is what happens when Andy's given free reign to do something stupid.
But it's fun.
It really
Oh,
is.
that's actually really good.
Yeah, I know. I tried to make sure each one had something that was alone worth the 500 gold. Everything else after that was just icing. Or potentially poisonous, you know, but at least you're warned ahead of time.
Okay, Andy, hit me up with one more and I'm done.
Okay, roll the...
This is Danny being genuinely curious. So.
Yeah. I almost wanted to lower the value, but like I said, I made sure they were worth it. Number 9. Lucky number 9. No one's ever said that before.
Nope.
Okay.
This is pretty good. Some of this is more of a rogue.
Yeah, that's
This
why
is like
that's
really
why I
great
make you
comments.
guys roll for it so that you get something, you know, some of it may work better for another character, but the point is I wanted to be completely randomized.
Nice.
Oh, you get such a fun one. That wand, I love that wand.
Dear.
What is silver wood?
I don't know. This is a random thing. Silver wood is just really nice wood. I mean,
I like that staff.
you know, like how I once said that there was, ironwood. This is just a variant of ironwood, I guess. Yeah, I was really close to taking off the attunement, but I was like, no, that's actually pretty useful. And I'm going to tell you this much, Trevor. That staff in its original form does not look like anything that a guard would hassle you with unless they just really dislike you. So if you're just walking, that's, you know, like how there's a quarterstaff and there's a walking staff. This looks closer to a walking staff. I mean, I know it says it can be used as a quarter. You know what I mean? It's like when someone sees it, they're not going to assume that's a weapon. Especially because, well, yeah, but do you have one that you can walk around with in the middle of the day? Oh, wait a minute, actually you do. You have the wrist pocket. Never mind.
Yeah.
Give it to somebody else then.
I mean, it would be nice to have a longbow, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Well, it's like a lot of other things. Just keep it on you.
Well, Frick might like this wand. Wand of Curing.
Now, are we opening? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. You can use this wand to preserve all magical meat within a 5-foot radius. I feel like he might like that.
Cool.
Yeah, it, like, if you use it on pork, you get cured ham.
Oh, cool.
When rolling a d20 on the last charge, if you roll a 1, it turns into a smoked sausage.
Nice. Win-win.
I have another thing for you, I think. Oh, wait, no.
Are we opening these packages back at the estate or right there in the shop?
You can open them right there at the shop. You got bags of holding. And they're
True.
all magical, so they're small boxes, but then when you open them up, all this stuff just pours out. So, and then the box, disintegrates.
I'll show both Trilak and Trevor the suit of plate mail that I got.
That's a fun one.
I'm like, see this one. This is a very interesting item. And I'll read the card to him. Where's it at? It's called Plate Armor of the Phantom Knights. It does require attunement. This polished plate armor is inscribed with a heraldry of a long-forgotten king. While wearing it, you can use an action to speak its command word, and a large quasi-real aberrant horse-like creature appears nearby, as if you had cast the spell Phantom Steed. The creature uses statistics for a warhorse and is also equipped with a lance. The armor cannot be used this way again until the following dawn.
Nice.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm particular to my adamantine armor, but that's...
Would either one of you like this? I have no use for it.
No, thank you.
Very well, I'll save it for a special occasion.
Actually,
You need
this...
to leave quickly.
I mean, I could teach you how to wear armor.
Trilak knows how to wear armor.
No, Viserius.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It'd take a really long time to build up the strength for plate armor.
It would probably interfere with my magic.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. This, however, is obnoxiously useful. Potion of the Third Eye. After drinking this ghostly potion, a third eye opens in the center of your forehead for an hour. For the duration, you see invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible, and you can see into the ethereal plane. Not gonna lie, that sounds incredibly useful.
Okay, meta moment. Michael has a magic item that gives him true sight for like 10 minutes or an hour a day, and he never uses it for that. Okay, sorry. I bug him about that all the time. But yep, that's a pretty handy one.
Yeah, these are cool.
And I forget the name of the gentleman that runs this shop. He will tell you that, well, if there's anything you really like, we can always see if Mr. Crape can't make them, for you specifically. I don't know what he would charge for that, but it's always possible for you to get these individual items purchased directly from. He's a little bit eccentric. It's a little hard to reach him, but
while we're there, I'll ask the shopkeep if they have any other. Would you have any other potions that would unpetrify somebody?
I'm afraid that most of the shops come from the Patch Cauldron. He's the best alchemist I know of, and from what I understand, there's not enough ingredients. You need oil from a basilisk or something like that, and
oh yes, very well. I remember now.
Yeah. Brass Emporium. Yeah. Gerald Boondiggles. That's the gentleman you're talking to. I couldn't remember if Gerald ran this shop or the other shop. Fizzy is the one who runs the Patch Cauldron. Fizzstorm, Fizzlesprocket. No, it's Fizzstorm, Fizzsprocket. I cannot even pronounce my own gnome names. That's why he calls. Yeah, that's why he's Fizzy.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway,
well.
yes, Mr.
We'll
Boondiggle just tells you that if you can get him some basilisk oil, or there's different things. Anything that can petrify probably has, like gorgons probably have it too. He could give you more information. I can always look for one next time I'm in the city of Brass, but no promises.
Please do keep an eye out.
Okay.
I'd like to purchase another. Just one more.
One more, okay.
These are addicting, aren't they?
I know, they're so much fun. Roll me that D20.
I do have a few.
You guys are going to buy them all. Okay.
Oh my god, there's microtransactions in D&D now.
Oh my god, there is. It's Overwatch. It's Overwatch.
Okay. 16's already been taken, so you're going to get one of the other ones. Let me find one of the other ones. All right, we're going to give you number. Hold on a second. I'm actually going to pick one myself. Okay. You're going to get number 21 because that one looks fun to me. I'm only checking like the first item, and then I'm like, yeah, we're going to go with that one.
Alrighty.
I love this.
Like, I needed another way to take money away from you guys. The cake shop did it for a while. Now it's this. Maybe save
this is
some
definitely worth the price.
Maybe save some for the other players. The thing is, like I said, once you run through these, and I've got a handful of items, to make a couple more, I'm gonna have to start getting personally creative, or we're just gonna get more of the same. Not that I have a problem with just remixing these, because that generator had a lot of stuff. I'm going to have to start making up some of my own.
Holy. Ooh. Yeah. I have a few. I'm happy. It's really good. Right.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Put that into notes. I'll go through the items. I think some of you might like them. Paste. See. Okay. So I'll start going for the items. Ankeg Ica. After drinking this bitter poison, your appearance changes to become slightly more insect-like, and you gain the ability to use an action to spit acid in a 30-foot line. I'm sorry, I cannot speak. 5 feet wide. Each creature must make a DC 13 dexterity save or take 3d6 acid, or half on a failed save. After using the ability, you roll a d6. If you roll a 6, you regain the ability. Otherwise, the effect ends.
Cool.
This is what I was laughing at. Dancing club. When you hit a creature with this weapon, the target takes no damage but begins dancing. As if you dance. Dancing creature can use an action to make a DC 13 wisdom save to throw saving throw to regain control of itself. Otherwise, the effect lasts until the end of your turn. So just imagine.
That's cool.
Just starts dancing, fails a save. Oh, it's my turn again. Starts dancing.
That's a good method of crowd control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And combine that with Tasha's hideous laughter.
That's torture.
That's amazing.
Or use it on a bard who doesn't seem very wise.
Yeah.
Michael, where are you? Come here.
Oh, hey! And while you guys are laughing at this, a couple of familiar faces walk into the Brass Emporium. They are buying mystery bundles for 500 gold
We're blowing
each.
money, Carrie.
What? Wait, what?
We're blowing money.
We have
money?
microtransactions in D&D now, and they are wasting a lot of money.
No.
Wait,
it's very
guys.
good.
Funds are not unlimited.
I know, but
Says the richest person in the group.
I know.
listen,
Yes,
I actually
but
found
we're...
it.
Go ahead.
You first.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
I do apologize for Zerius.
Just listen to a couple of items and decide if you think it's worth 500 gold or not.
I have one for you, Brianna. What is it? Potion of Silence. When you drink this potion, your ears fall off, but you become the center of a 20-foot radius sphere of no sound. As if you cast a spell silence, the effect moves with you and lasts for after the effect ends. You quickly grow your ears again. So, for a rogue like you would never make a sound. And say, for example, environment this will become useful. And for anyone who is not as armored as me and Trevor, ring mail of 3 wishes. When you're hit by a melee or ranged attack while wearing this armor, you can use your reaction to wish that you hadn't. The attack deals no damage, but the armor class provided by the armor decreases by 1. After the 3rd wish, the armor's ring vanishes and it becomes ring mail armor. Standard.
No, it becomes a non-magical leather armor after 3 wishes.
Oh, that.
Sorry, you were kind of
okay.
dropping out, so... But
I'll just put it in the chat.
the point is that I made these from a random generator. You get about 6 items. Some of them are actually worth 500 gold alone. Some of them are just stupidly impractical, but I put them in there anyway. And they come from an eccentric wizard known as Loop Crepe. These are the Loop Crepe mystery bundles.
Oh, dear God.
I had so much
was
fun with that.
God. Shoot me now.
Oh, Mr. Crate, I remember his wares. It's where I got my ring of spell storing.
Oh, he doesn't make anything that practical. But
Okay,
me just-
sorry. I was trying to find my paper that I've been keeping track of our money and what we've spent it on. Look at that nonsense.
Yeah, I bought 2 mystery bundles. I think we all bought 2 mystery bundles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You guys are rich.
Well, you did just go on a big job that paid a couple thousand gold on top of what you
That's right,
scavenged.
I forgot about that.
And then all the little things that you scavenged along the way. But I have about 20 more of them pre-made. Once you run out of that 20, then we might just recycle things. But for now, you will not find an identical item in any box.
So this is like a clearance mystery bag, grab bag thing?
It was made by a crazy wizard who started selling them. Selling the non-dangerous stuff. Nothing in it will kill you or backfire on you. They're not cursed. They're just weird.
Okay.
Oh dear. You should hear about
Take your
the.
word for it.
You should hear about the club of dancing.
That's what we were laughing our asses off about.
Tell her about the club of dancing.
I'll save you time and put it in the chat. You
Thank
tell me
you.
if this is not a good deterrent for someone who's misbehaving.
Oh, me?
Only a couple of the items require attunement, but usually if they require attunement, they were particularly powerful, like, the armor of 3 wishes. That required attunement.
Or the plate mail that I got in my box.
Mm-hmm.
Or the staff I got.
Yeah.
I guess I'll read this for anybody who's watching right now, but I'll do it a lot quicker. When you hit someone with this club, they have to make a wisdom saving throw, or they are compelled to dance. No damage, you just dance.
I could see where that'd be very useful to keep somebody in line. You behave, what?
And then they start, Thriller.
Dancing Queen. All I can imagine is ABBA's Dancing Queen.
Vogue. They get to pick the dance, I suppose. It's whatever rhythm is moving you at the time.
That is a useful little scroll. Is it one use?
Yeah, every scroll is one use. You will have to track down Mr. Crepe if you want to buy anything individually, and like I said, that's if you want to go tracking down crazy mages, that's up to you.
I have something Rihanna might like. This potion.
That is like the meanest thing in there.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't really want to put it on my weapon because I like my glaive.
But you can put it on any other weapon and just throw it on the ground and then wait and see what happens.
Now, does it have to be a weapon, or can it just be like a spoon or something?
I think I need to go let's go again.
I'm going to say weapon just because they are inclined to try to fight with it. I mean, you know what? I don't see why you couldn't put it on a spoon, but
you can fight with a spoon.
Yeah. It's just a question of would someone pick up a spoon at random?
Sure.
Well,
in a bar fight, maybe.
But if you, like
a mug in a bar fight.
Let's say you find a long sword in a dungeon that none of you want to use. Well, you put this on it, you throw it on the ground, and then you ambush people on the road.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really mean, but it sounds like something you guys would do.
Just knowing us, we'd throw it on the ground, and then a helpless little family would come along and go, "Oh look, a great sword!" Like oh look, a little sword. The kid picks it up.
Yep.
Just murders the family.
It doesn't say he's going to go on a killing spree.
Killing spree? What?
I actually kind of think
The cursed weapon doesn't make anybody want to use the weapon. They're just not willing to drop it. So,
That's funny.
if a kid picks it up, the kid doesn't suddenly become a raging monster. He's just, he won't put the weapon away, and he won't let anybody take it from him for about a minute. So, like I said, some of these are slightly more practical than others.
All right. So this guy's here at the Emporium?
Well, no, it's Gerald Boondiggle who's selling them, but he gets them from Mr. Crepe.
Yeah, I kind of want to keep everything else because it's all pretty useful.
I'll buy one.
Everything that I've got, I can use.
Roll a d20 for me, please. This is to randomize which one you get.
I'm giving this to Frick.
Well, okay, and then subtract 500 gold.
I did.
Until then, keep it, and every time you guys go hunting, you have meat that can be stored.
Yeah, I'm keeping it until if or when he comes back.
Yeah. Okay, you're probably going to want to... I'll let you decide what you do with this stuff, Carrie. All right, I'm sending it to you in Messenger now.
Okay.
Okay, it's not going to let me send it all at once. Let me do this in groups. Stupid. And I've spaced these things out in Word, but in this chat, they just, you get everything. You got some fun stuff, though. And Trevor, you probably can actually use that that trident. I think that's considered a random, a martial
Pretty sure
weapon.
I'm proficient in all weapons.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think Viserius could use it.
Yay! I can be Grog now.
Excuse me?
She got some fun
any
stuff.
mug. Here, I'll. I can summon beer. I can summon ale. I can have mayonnaise if I want.
Any
Oh, you
liquid
got one of
that
those?
is not acid or magical or super, hot and cold. If it'll destroy
Yeah,
the mug, it can't be made.
What? We can't have coffee?
You can have coffee, but you can't have lava.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Ew. That one's gross, but useful.
Yeah, most of that's a good description. Gross but useful.
Here, I'll show
I mean,
you
the
something
trident,
too.
the trident of tentacles is not disgusting.
Well,
You wait till you
Never
see what
said that.
she's got.
I am now worried.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
Could I have a sheet in game to put all this stuff on?
Sure. Let me put you guys together a new handout. I'm just going to put it in under handouts. And I think
Huh.
let me make
Interesting.
sure.
I just want a spot to list all of this because I don't trust my computer.
I know. I'm trying to get it where it's mystery notes, but you can edit it to whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, they got some fun stuff, and some of it is probably going to go to you just because,
I'll be used on you.
yes. Some of it is being saved with you in mind.
question.
Yes.
The last one. If you're putting it on somebody and then it bursts into flames, does that hurt the person that's got it on them?
I'm going to say no, because
Oh,
these aren't meant to be trapped items unless it specifically says, it's a trap. So that means
again,
if you use
useful
it
for a rogue.
if you use it on yourself, you will not be hurt by your own fire.
Cool. I mean, I'm basically fire resistant anyway.
Yeah, yeah. And that'll protect you from dragons and everything else that, spews fire.
Ooh.
No problem.
Like the one that's hunting you down?
We don't speak of that. Anyway. Yeah, and I agree, Matt. The dancing club would be used as a good getaway weapon.
I think we will need to leave this for a later time to sort out who gets what and do a full inventory.
I agree.
I agree.
Yep. I tried to be careful about the things that were required attunement, but like I said, most of the ones that required attunement, it looked like it needed to stay that way. There's just so much fun stuff in there, and you guys got so many more you can come back and buy when you have money. In fact, Nick, if you want one, just let me know. Oh,
No,
let
I
me
don't
tell
wanna-
Kyle, because he's watching. Kyle, they're buying mystery crates from an eccentric wizard known as Loop Crepe. I'm going to put his name in here. It's spelled with a P, not a T, guys.
Yeah.
Because we are legally
I got it.
distinct, and we're not going to get
Yeah.
into trouble.
Loop crate.
Yep. He is an eccentric wizard who
No,
makes fun
great.
things, and he sells them.
Why is this?
Use the damage of a trident.
Like I said, everything in there is guaranteed to be worth at least 500 gold. And until you've bought like 23 of them, you probably will not see the same item twice. But some of them may be similar.
Got it.
But yes, we
Good
have
idea.
microtransactions in this game, as Danny put it. Danny, give yourself a plot point. I'm still
Lord.
laughing at that.
Yay!
From what?
Okay. I was giving her a plot point for, saying that this was microtransactions in our D&D game, because that just amused me so much.
Okay.
Okay. So, for those of you who just showed up, it's the day after your message from Azir, but it's also Trolltide, which is Halloween from Waterdeep. They've already bought enough candy to give to all the little monsters, so you'll be able to provide the kids with candy. Later tonight, they're going to be setting some big wicker trolls on fire, and it's just a fun day.
Awesome.
And it's still, it's probably about noon now.
Trevor's actually not working it.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
you guys can do whatever you would want to do. We were having a lot of fun with the mystery bundles, as you can tell.
I can
Yes.
We spent like an hour buying shit.
tell. That's a typical Tuesday for this group.
Yep, that's true.
So we pretty much have a good place to go to if we ever just want anything. We're like, yeah, we're not sure what we really want. Fuck it, let's go
I
to
got
this place.
500 gold to kill.
Yeah. These weren't meant to be. I mean, these are a fun reward after you guys go out and do some work, and maybe we'll even encourage you to do more work just so you have.
Right.
Speaking of work, Rihanna, you did have all that random stuff from that one guy's house.
I know. Still need to go through all that. Okay. So I will. Are we okay? We're at the Emporium. Never mind.
Yeah.
Mysterious.
Yes.
When we get home, I need your assistance with something.
Very well.
Okay. I think it's. Well, I don't want to talk about it here. We'll talk when we get back to the manor.
And off in the corner, you hear "bow chicka wow wow," and Joel's like, "I'm sorry, that's a parrot. It's like an undead parrot, and I don't know who taught it these words. I'm really about to just remove curse and have it turn back into bones. It's kind of annoying." Woohoo!
I think it's funny.
I'd keep
Might
him.
have been in the
5 gold, he's yours.
I'll take him.
Okay. You now have the undead meta parrot.
Yes.
He's gonna sit on my shoulder, and now I'm pirate Rihanna.
Oh god, what did I just do to myself?
You said
The
it,
parrot
buddy.
just said that.
I don't know if you guys can see, but he's like being super cute right now.
He's actually behaving.
Yeah.
That's when they're cute.
He's kissing butt to make up to mama.
Yes.
I want to see if this vendor has any random pouches of seeds.
No, he does. He sells magical things from the city of Brass. You're probably just going to want to go find a general store. They can sell you seeds.
Isn't there a place? Isn't there like an herbal place that I thought we were in once before? Or am I thinking of a totally different game?
There's the potion shop, but is there like a flower shop or something like that that has seeds?
I mean, this is a major city, so there's going to be a flower shop, and if there's going to be like a store for, there's somebody who sells seeds, whatever kind of seeds you want. There's probably somebody who sells them.
Are they good seeds?
No, I'm not a farmer. I don't know seeds.
Never mind.
Yeah, they have a purpose. But yeah, I'm just gonna, while we're out and about, I'm just gonna find a couple pouches of just random seeds.
Okay, you can do that. We'll call it 5 silver, and you can get yourself some random seeds.
Now look at Tarek. What kind of weapon is he using right now?
Yeah, inside the city, I hope he's not using one.
Oh, that's true.
I
Never
am
mind.
carrying a large wooden staff.
Okay. I'm like, I'll tell him. I'll walk up to him. I may have another stuff that you might be interested in, but I'll hand it over to you when we get back to the
Yeah,
estate.
he's got a staff for you, all right.
I do not provide those kinds of services.
Then why did you give me these potions?
What? Huh? What?
It's not a potion, it's a lotion.
It rubs
you
the
put it on your
lotion on
skin.
its skin. Well, I'm going to have more fun with this parrot than I thought.
We are not
Okay,
bringing him on
parrot.
mission.
Does this parrot have a name already?
No, you can name him anything you like.
Dirty
You
bastard.
said he's undead?
He's
Like,
a
what does he
skeleton.
look like?
He looks like
Oh, I have a skeleton parrot
he's a skeleton
on my
parrot.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, Bones.
Cool.
I'm just calling him Bones.
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 That's what your wife called me. It works better when it's a guy that says it.
Viserius.
I'm
not
gonna have to teach you
encourage-
some new stuff, parrot.
That's what she
Okay.
said. Rock.
Well, I mean, that is what she said. She is a woman.
It's true.
Look, if you're going to sit here and analyze everything that I say, this is really going to make life unbearable for us both.
I was talking to the bird.
The
Unless it
bird's
was the
talking
bird.
back to you. The bird is my chance to be the asshole I want to be in this game. He's very intelligent,
I have to
apparently.
silence him.
Let us not bring him on missions.
I just got grammar checked
Good.
by a bird.
You're into gags. I like that.
I have to get a muzzle for that thing.
You bought it.
God damn it! What did I do?
You know those little blinder caps they make for birds that they hunt with? We should probably get one of those for that.
I don't sleep, dumbass.
This is
I think
bringing
I like
up a
this
lot of
bird.
bad memories.
Yo, Bones, you want a cracker?
I'd crack her. Again, it kind of worked better in my head. But
Tiberius, I am glad you don't talk.
I could use you for soup, Bones. You know. That's what I thought.
the undead meta pigeon is going to shut up for a while.
Oh, that's funny. Alrighty. Well, I'll take him off my shoulder and perch him on my horn.
Okay.
You're not helping in this situation, Mariana.
Sorry?
I'm sorry. Even the giant wolf has a dirty mind sometimes. I'm only 20 years.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I'm surprised the parrot did not see the horn joke.
It's too easy. Like her.
I'm going to go back to the estate. I will let
Yes,
you deal
sure.
with
Let's
that.
please.
I know what's on the menu tonight, folks. Soup. Fresh stock.
Serious, do I have to carry you? You're laughing too much.
No, thank you.
This is my favorite
Okay.
day of
I'm
the
gonna,
year.
I'm gonna walk
entertaining.
out of the shop and head back towards the manor.
Okay.
If we didn't draw enough attention to ourselves before the
Uh-huh.
parrot.
Yeah.
What have I done to deserve you people?
Hey, you wanted to be part of this nonsense.
Technically, all of you but Carrie asked to join this game.
That is true.
There's only
was in
3 people
character.
Do what?
I was in character.
Yeah, but still.
Apparently, I'm a masochist because that's why I'm here. But that's
Oh.
Yeah, I'll turn to the newly formed Hawk Wesley and tell don't you dare get any ideas.
He just kind of tilts his head and looks at you.
Oh yeah, these two are gonna be best friends.
Tiberius is looking at the bone parrot now.
Is he puffed up again?
No, he is kind of squinting his eyes at him.
Again, you're the size of an apple.
Tibbsy, don't even think about it.
He's got little birds in there.
So that's gonna, be an attention getter walking around with a bone parrot on my head.
I thought there was only room for one talking animal in the group. Apparently there is more room.
They needed one that could actually talk smart.
Judging by the grammar of that sentence, it's not you.
What do you want of a parrot?
I have a bottle of holy oil if you'd like to be cleaned off, little parrot. No?
Interesting, we know how to shut him up now.
Be careful next time you find
Yeah.
out it's raining. It might not be rain.
Don't nobody want to smell a wet dog anyway.
Smells better than you.
Well, technically he doesn't smell because he's just bones, Trilak.
Oh, really? He's so full of shit. I thought he would.
Hey, even without a sense of smell, I can still tell you stink.
I can already imagine this. We walking down the street, Big Wolfkin arguing with an undead parrot.
Yep.
This is why
I'm just enjoying it all.
birds do not get along. Okay, this is why birds stay in the sky, wolves on the ground.
Alright, Bones, shut up.
He started it.
I said enough. I'm
Do
finished.
you have to get the last word?
Yes.
He's honest.
Oh, yeah.
You know what, you guys? Wait till Michael meets Bones.
We are going to lock Michael in the room with him and have.
Yes! I'm gonna
We can use that rope to lock the door.
I agree. Ooh, I agree. I agree.
I think Michael and the parrot should have a bout, an insult bout, and see who wins.
I would pay for that.
I wonder how many more people would. Man argues with dead parrot. Yeah, that just about fits this insane group. Anyway, I do apologize for arguing.
Yay. So that last job was fun, guys, huh?
Yes.
It was very profitable.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Mind controlling fungus. Nothing wrong there.
Zombifying mind-controlling fungus.
From a different plane of existence.
I know. Pretty badass.
Kind of useful, actually.
I know. Too bad we didn't think to grab some. I have good use for it.
Well, you do have a mug that could probably produce something similar to that.
A what?
A mug.
Oh,
The
you mean this
thing.
thing? Wine.
You have a glass of wine. A mug of wine.
Yeah. Anybody else want?
I don't know.
Public drinking.
What do you want? No? Fine. Get it in my pocket. My bag.
On the way there, I'll tell everyone I did some research on possible demonology that might have caused that fungus.
Oh?
Yes, there is one in particular, and she's called the Demon Queen of Fungi.
Sounds pleasant.
Yes,
Sounds like a fun guy.
They believe she's the originator of all fungus and molds.
Yeah.
That's gross.
There also could be, her name is Zugtamoy. and that her ultimate goal is to meld all living creatures into one great organism, an entity that she will then join with and rule over.
Ew. That sounds unpleasant.
Have you ever heard of anything like this?
I have not. It sounds new, possibly made up.
Okay.
But worth looking into.
Viserius will give Tarek a stink eye.
Nice. You should be nice now.
I'm going to try to fake stink eye him back.
Of course, I have to be looking up at him.
True.
You know, I'm going to let you describe how that stink eye looks.
I'll just like arch my eyebrow like Spock does.
Mm-hmm.
Squint the other one a little bit. Made up, you say?
Yeah, mine turns more into like a floating wink than a stink eye.
I'll just turn away and keep walking.
Mysterious goes to school
Oh dear. Yeah, that was a great charisma roll.
By the way, Rihanna
Yes.
and Tarek, we are going to eventually have in the this Mr. Wolf has asked for your presence as a group, our presence as a group.
Mr. Wolf?
No,
Mr. Claw.
I keep
Mr. Claw.
Huh.
I do apologize.
Wolf,
What is-
claw, same thing.
Yes, well, wolves do have claws.
Dirtbag. It's all the same.
So do.
And what time is this meeting supposed to take place?
What time is it now?
It's probably a little afternoon.
Viserius will look at his Rolex.
If only.
Hey, nice wrist sundial you got there. Is
Pretty
it made out of real
man.
platinum? Or is it one of those knockoffs?
Let me see what
Made
time
like
it
I
is.
didn't roll
And
it.
she takes it from him. I'll steal it off his wrist. Just because I can. Maybe. Yeah, I got it from him.
Yeah. Well, now that would be a counter roll, and I'll give him
Okay.
advantage on the perception because he was trying to look at it when you grabbed his arm.
Hey, let me see that.
Since we were all looking at it.
No, she took it.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice.
She managed to do that slip off your wrist thing.
That's funny.
But yeah, if you guys want to go and meet with Mr. Claw, this is a
Here
good
you go,
time.
Serious. I hand it back to him. I
What?
just had to do it for fun.
How did you do that? You'll have to teach me
Magic
that someday.
fingers.
Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. I just do it while you're not paying attention, like that.
What did you take from him this time?
I took it again.
Okay.
He's like, you got to teach me how to do that. And I'm like, well, it's really simple. You do it when they're not paying attention.
Oh yeah, she definitely took it.
Here you go. Put it back in his hand again. Yeah, again.
After this time, I'll take it and put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
I know.
Fool me
all
once,
of a
shame
sudden
on
I'll
you.
I'm going to slip my hand in his bag of holding and take it back.
And this has turned into innuendo. Welcome everybody to the innuendo game.
Yeah, she took it again.
Hey, Wolf Boy,
Hey,
I'm the one
serious?
who makes those
Serious?
remarks.
Is this serious? Here you go.
You know what, Rihanna? Just keep it. I can purchase another.
No,
want it
I
that
don't
bad.
really want it. I don't really want it. I just gotta, stay fresh. So here you go. I'll give it back to him. Like, I promise, no more.
And when you say stay fresh, the bird just sort of bends down and looks at you, but doesn't say a thing.
I'm warning you.
Not a word. Not a word. Okay, so you guys are all heading down to the lower Skint, or near the. Actually, this would be more in the Punk District.
Nice.
To talk to Mr. Claw.
Yes.
Are we going now?
You can go now.
Oh, wait, we had business to discuss.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get back to the estate first.
Wait.
Okay.
What time are we supposed to meet him?
Later this evening.
Okay, good.
No,
I got-
we have
I got-
time.
Evening in the Punk District. Great.
That'll be
Sounds
a lot
like
of
good
fun.
time.
Because imagine what Trolltide in the Punk District will be like. Probably
Pretty sure the last time I was in the Punk District, I got stabbed in the ribs.
Hey, they
Was
could
that
have poked you
the time that
somewhere
I
else.
saved you?
What?
Is that when I saved you?
No, that was when I died.
Oh,
And Bones is saying they could have poked you somewhere else.
bones. Soup.
Hey, you want to waste your money like that? Go right ahead.
I have a feeling that wouldn't work on that thing.
I'm willing to find out.
You bought it.
I am really going to test this to see how long before you guys try to destroy him.
Nah.
Okay, so you all right? So you were headed back to the manor.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, there's no problem. Like I said, it's a fun atmosphere. People are trying to sell some extra candied apples and things of that sort. But you can
That sounds
get back.
good.
Yeah,
I'll
Viserys
buy
has
a
already
candied
bought.
apple.
Viserys has already bought 2 gold worth of candy for the kids and 1 for Frick. But yeah, if you want to pick up anything else, go right ahead.
I'll take a candied apple.
All right, that'll be a silver.
What about a caramel apple?
That is also 1 silver.
Yeah.
How about a regular apple?
That'll be 5 copper.
I think it's 10. No.
That's I don't even bother counting copper, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, I'll take a regular apple as well.
Okay. Anytime I tell you something costs copper, don't even bother counting it, because then it's basically your freebie. There's no point. There's no point in dealing with that. You guys deal in gold and platinum on a daily basis. I ain't wasting time.
Platinum
for copper.
bars, people. Come on. Bars.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so we get back to the manor.
Mm-hmm.
Viserys, would
Yes.
you accompany me upstairs, please?
Sure.
I would like to borrow your parrot, if I may.
Take him.
He's just going.
Or if you'd rather we go in your study, I don't care.
Either way is fine.
All right, let's go in the study. Might be easier. Get inside.
I'll lead the way to the study.
Okay. Get in there, shut the door, say. So, and I'll pull my portable hole out of my pocket. We still have a bunch of stuff in here we need to see what we did.
And then I'll take. This might take a while, but give me 10 minutes, and I'll ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay, I'll lay it down and I'll open it up. That's why I figured the study might be better because it might be bigger.
All right, sorry, I was reading his comment. What are you detecting magic on?
All the stuff.
Oh.
Haven't we already done that?
Yes, you did that a while ago.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay, I'd had to find my notes on it, but anything that was magical, you guys already claimed for yourselves.
Yes, okay, we did.
Most of that stuff was just it's ritual items for it ranges from things that a church or a group might use for a ritual item. It could be ceremonial. It could work for a magic ceremony, but we're talking like pretty big stuff. Others are just macabre curios, like a calcified heart. Doesn't really have much practical use, to most of you.
Okay. So I should probably get a list of these things from you, DM.
I will have to find it and send it back to you.
Yeah. And what about him? And I point to the statue in the hole. Did we figure out what we were going to do with him?
Well, I inquired as if they had any more of the potions that we used to unpetrify you, but it seems we have to track down any creature that causes petrification and take its glands.
Oh, so I hate Pascal. Okay. But here's my other thing. If he's the guy who owns the house and we unstone him, he might be kind of pissed that I took all this stuff.
Oh, we can just tell him that all his stuff was already gone when we got there.
Do you really think he's gonna...
What choice will he have?
Or he might, call the guards on us and, report us.
Oh, and from outside, some of you start to hear in a high-pitched parrot voice, "I'm hot stuff. Check it and see. I got a temperature of 103."
I knew getting this parrot was a good idea.
I'll say it's going to take stronger magic than that to turn him to ash, because he's a little bit of a cursed item himself.
Hey, it's worth a try.
Yeah.
See what he can
Do you
take.
have a flaming parrot in your hand now?
Yes, he does.
Yes, I do. Can it fly?
Yeah.
Can it fly with the produced flame on it?
We're going to say the produced flame will wear off in about 10 seconds, but yes. He can fly. He can be on fire and flying.
That is the best Halloween decoration ever. Your Trolltide, excuse me.
Yeah, whatever.
I like that one. Sorry, I was reading the list of stuff you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
Sharks too, which sings sea shanties on command. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so when you guys start to analyze this, and I'm going to say this is both from the magical side and you knowing the value of things, you realize that they're trinkets that, the shark tooth is kind of neat. You can see why a lot of people might keep that on them, but it has no practical value.
Okay.
And you were told about a shop owner who deals in macabre
Eccentric
trinkets.
items.
Yes.
Zeldalia cross at the cat's paw.
Okay, good. You still have that note.
So, what do you think? Are these items
I
worth
take notes.
are they worth any value at all?
They're just trinkets, just collectible things for people who just have really morbid taste. But this one, I'll pick up the tooth, and I'll say, "Sing."
And it starts to sing a sea chanty. I don't know any.
Help me out here.
What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor?
And that will start up. Yes.
Oh dear God. Okay, shut up. There's some interesting stuff. I mean, I might want to take some time and just sort of study some of these things, but I will share this list with you guys.
Okay.
Very well. Well, does that conclude our business?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I couldn't remember. Sorry, I forgot that we had already.
Yeah.
But I did have another question.
Yes.
What are we gonna do about this? Oh god, brain fart. Shit. What's her name? Azir. Yeah. Sorry. What are we gonna do about this Azir issue?
I've been thinking on that.
Because I
As
mean,
of now-
this is your home, and I don't know if you have any way of protecting it from her being able to enter.
Well, obviously not. She entered here. I mean, she does have the ability to teleport. So I have no spells to counter that at the moment.
Okay. And there's nothing your father can do.
No, obviously not. He said he wants to sell the manor for me to
What?
move back.
Hey, how much does he want for it?
I was thinking the same thing myself. If he offers us a reasonable price, maybe we could purchase it. I haven't gotten back to him on that.
Yeah.
But I know one thing for sure. I'm not going back to Van Hollen. Not when I'm needed here.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way. We do need you. We would miss you. I mean, now that you've sort of, loosened up, but acting like you have a broomstick up your ass. That is still with love, darling.
And the parrot outside is like, "Let me go. I am needed elsewhere." He can sense these moments.
Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
Shall we? Oh yes, anytime. Shall we join the others?
Yes. All right.
And
I don't
when
know
we
where
get
everybody
out-
else went.
I'm gonna look around for Tarek.
I think he's outside still torturing the undead.
Okay.
Not torturing, testing.
I'll go outside. And I'm like, Tarek, I believe you might find this item useful, and I'll hand him over this.
It works better if you're ready to paste that one the moment you say it. It leaves us in suspense.
Viserys just holds out his hand. He's not
No,
looking
there's
at
a
me.
staff in there. No, there's a staff. Here, I'll send him the message. But
Oh, okay. I thought you were putting it into chat where we could all see it, but okay. All right, so you're handing over the silverwood staff?
yeah,
Okay.
this is what I sent him.
I will graciously accept the staff and
Oh, okay.
find a way
That's a
to
different
like
one.
strap it to my back or something.
Hopefully, it'll be useful to you. Yeah, it didn't quite
That's
get
kinda dope.
against you. It,
It's
Interesting.
just what it was called.
Staff of paranoia.
It seemed fitting for you guys.
yeah, it's a good staff.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of the more
I
powerful
just-
things, and I almost
Yeah.
didn't allow it, but I was like, again, it requires attunement, so that's the payoff for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good staff, but I like my wand.
We've got, what, three things you can attune to at a time?
Yes.
Okay.
And as they were talking earlier, because it's Trolltide, your more natural exotic forms will just look like disguises to people, because
Perfect. I don't
if
have
you
wear
want
my
to
hat as a
unattune from
everywhere.
your hat for the night, you're not going to get any extra harassment, because there are other people who are probably using it to look like monsters right now.
Yeah, and then I'll go back inside and find Rihanna again, and I will hand her a ring. I said, I'm not sure if you have any use for this, but I am not using it anymore.
If you like
And
it,
it's
put a
of
ring on
protection.
it. Sorry, the parrot was talking. He gave you a ring of protection if you want it.
Okay. So that was the thing. It's like, because a lot of these items that I have are things that I got from you, and in the descriptions that I have, it doesn't say whether they required attunement. So I don't know how many items I have that require attunement. I need to figure that out, but I don't want to waste game time doing it.
Right off the top of my head, your cloak of the bat, your hat of disguise, and your sword of stolen souls all require attunement.
Okay.
I don't know if you had a fourth item that you switched out from time to time, but those are the three that I recall.
So the amulet doesn't.
Sorry, that one does require attunement. The scrying amulet, that one did.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, if you have no use for it, maybe Tarek could use it. Or Michael.
Yeah. I'll hang on to it, and if I don't need it, I'll hand it off to somebody.
Yes, I just hate to see a good item going to waste.
Right. Okay.
So are we ready to go
some
confront
food.
Mr. Wolf? Oh yes, a good meal would be.
Mr. Claw.
Yes, Mr. Claw. That's who I meant.
Yeah, you probably can help him out with the folder issue. Sorry, that's me trying to help Nick with the notes.
What are you doing?
What note?
I don't know what note. He just said, "How do I open my notes page?" Isn't he there, like in the same room with you?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, how does he open up his notes page? Because I'm not sure. One under
I don't
handouts. There's a lot of notes under handouts, so I don't know which one.
Oh. What are you trying to open?
No, put it stab it.
Oh. Okay. I'll help you with that in a minute.
Right.
We got it.
So you guys were all going to go talk to Mr. Claw?
Guess so.
We're gonna have lunch first, I guess,
Okay.
Yeah.
because we haven't eaten.
Of course.
Well, I mean, that's not a problem.
Yeah, we'll have a quick bite.
Okay. I feel like Trilak is just really getting impatient. Did he return? Okay, yeah, there it is. Sorry, trying to go with notes.
Yeah, we just had a quick bite,
Nervous.
Yeah, that's not a problem. So you go
And
get
then
something
we'll-
to eat.
turn to Trilak. Well, if you're ready, I believe we're ready.
All right.
If this Mr. Wolf is ready for us to meet him.
Okay, is it Mr. Wolf or Mr. Claw?
It's Mr.
Mr. Claw.
Okay.
Well, I just said that because he referred to him as Mr. Wolf earlier.
I do apologize. I do get it confused.
I didn't know if we were going after one person or two people. I was confusing.
It is Mr.
Burn the town and let them sort it out later. That's from the parrot. I need to make a voice for the parrot so you know when it's me being.
You know, maybe
Right,
we should
burn the town, kill them all. Right.
Maybe
We
we should
already
take
have
them.
it here, are we?
The parrot with us.
Oh, we are. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Right. I'm bound to you forever now.
Yep. Somebody sounds very unhappy with that.
Yes, indeed. I heard that as well.
Let's go.
Okay. So you make your way through the town. Like I said, it's lots of the trolls that are going to be set on fire later tonight. They're usually in large, well-maintained areas, and there's a couple of guards making sure that people don't set them on fire too early or move them to another location. But you eventually get to a mysterious location in the Punk District, and as you go up there, there's actually a handful of, it's about 5 people of mixed races. A couple of them are human, and a couple, right off the top of my head, I'm having trouble remembering things. One of them looks to be like a dark complected elf, and anyway, they're just sort of standing in front of the door that Trilak is leading you to, and they all have weapons clearly on their hips.
Well, right before we get there.
Whoa. Wait a minute. There's not supposed to be any open carry of weapons in this city. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I don't like this district, period.
Well, I mean, neither, but... Trilak, how did you know where this was at? Did you know what was going on here?
This I was not informed of.
Great.
I'd like to make an insight check on him.
Okay. They look like pirates to you, honestly.
No, on Trilak.
Oh, on Trilak. Oh, Trilak. Yeah, Trilak seems to be hiding a lot from you guys right now. There's clearly something he's not telling.
I need to make a deception check. Hold on. The murderer.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. But with your charisma, I'm assuming that he's got the advantage on this.
I'm still gonna try.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you absolutely
he
get to
could roll a
try.
natural 20.
Yeah,
So-
you get to try. He's clearly hiding something from you.
I feel like I would pick up on that. And I don't like this. This makes me uncomfortable. So when Tarak is talking to Charlotte, I'm gonna make an attempt to stealth and hide myself.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. Okay.
I'm going to tell the group something's up. This doesn't feel right.
That's why I stealth, because it doesn't feel right to me.
Ooh, one of them almost had a 20, but no, you're able to disappear into the crowd, and nobody really seems to see you.
I woke up. Who do you work for? And where is Mr. Claw?
They kind of look at. We don't know who Mr. Claw is, but Mr. Crane is in there, but he's busy right now, so you'll have to come back later.
What is happening with Mr. Crane?
Well, that's really none of your business now, is it, Pooch? I'll let anybody who wants to make a perception check, especially if you have good hearing, which I think is really just Trilak in this group.
Oh, never mind.
But I'll let the rest of you at least try to make a perception check, because Trilak is very focused on his conversation. But as they're saying this, they start to put a hand on their swords, which is okay. Rena, you sneak on around and you actually listen, at the wall, and you can hear a pretty heated conversation going on inside. And with that, you can even hear the following bits of the conversation. Look, I work for Mr. Claw, and I promise you, he's scarier than you are. Now, if you want to talk business, I will arrange the meeting, but it's on his time, not yours. You know something, you little pink-skinned piece of shit? I don't really like your attitude. How about I send my own message with your head on a pike? And then you start hearing these guys out front talking to Trilak again.
Do I recognize that voice?
No.
Okay. Are there any windows or anywhere where I can, take a peek?
Yeah, there's going to be a window. It's pretty dirty, but you can try to take a peek through it. Won't be an easy check, but that'd be a perception.
Or was
Yeah.
that the one I already did?
We'll call this a different one. Yeah, because this is a pretty, almost purposely dirtied window. But you can see that there's one guy who is wearing somewhat nice clothes. They're a little bit tarnished. It's not like he's gone out and bought himself mending clothes, but he's sitting at a table. He looks pretty comfortable. There's a few guys with crossbows, and then on the other side, what is he again? There is a hobgoblin leaning over a table, and he seems to be very agitated.
Okay, I'm assuming the guy in these semi-nice clothing is our Mr. Crane.
I mean, with the 13, you can't be sure who is
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Are there any other entrances in the building?
who. Not that you can see.
Okay. Alrighty, then I will sneak my way back over there
All right.
to where the rest of the group is
And
at.
they're basically telling you, Trelak, look, you move on. Now.
We have
Exactly.
a meeting with Mr.
Your
Claw.
meeting has been cancelled. Move.
How many guys exactly are there out here? 4 or 5?
There's 5 of them.
I'll turn
I
to
will-
Trilak
I'll-
and say, how badly do you want to meet with this Mr. Claw?
I do not want to start a fight.
I'll
I'll
walk
look
up
down
there
to-
next to Trilok. Fellas, come on. We were summoned here to meet with him personally. I'm sure there's a way that you can, just step aside and let us go through so we can get our business conducted, and then we'll be out of here, back to doing whatever it is your evil little hearts desire.
Make a perception at disadvantage. Not a perception, a charisma, a persuasion. Okay. And a couple of them seem to be about ready to let you through, but the one at the door says, we don't do anything until the boss comes back out, or we go in when the time is right.
Oh, so you don't work for him. You're just bullies.
They're eyeing you with that remark.
I look over my shoulder, several like. Well, perhaps you would go in and let your boss know that there's other people here waiting to conduct business, and we'd be very grateful if you could wrap it up, because we do.
I'm going to say we're going to definitely include that intimidation roll, but Rihanna, go ahead and give another persuasion. This will just be a flat persuasion. And we're going to see what they have to think, because they do have a large menacing orc glaring at them from over your shoulder. And one of them just sort of steps up to the door and sort of knocks on it, not turning his back on you. And after a moment, the door opens up, and an angry-looking hobgoblin dressed like... I don't want to say he's just like a stereotypical captain, but it is obvious he's the guy in charge. What is going on around here? They say they have some business. I don't care who they are. You got business
but sir.
conduct? You talk to me. Mr. Crane's like, no, they talk. I will kill you, and I will leave your guts all around this building if you don't.
Gentlemen, this isn't necessary.
But it's
Now-
fun.
Please let the parrot pipe up and say something.
No, that wasn't the parrot. That was the hobgoblin.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you would just give us maybe 10 minutes of their time, we'll be out of your hair.
Oh,
We'll be
they
gone.
don't have that much time left if they don't start being more polite to me.
Oh. And I'm sorry. And who are you, sir?
I'm the one who's going to be taking over this business. So if you want to start talking about money and moving product, I'm the one you're going to need to talk to.
Oh,
He has several crossbows pointing at him right now, but he's still saying all of this.
Are you Mr. Claw then? Nice to meet you. I'll hold up my hand.
And he kind of gives you a bit of a disgusted look. I ain't no pansy werewolf. My name is Captain Etz.
Captain F.
ETS. And
Oh,
the
okay.
rage goes through me
Werewolf.
now.
Werewolf.
You're who again?
He turns and looks at you, and then starts to look up because hobgoblins are a little shorter than you. But that doesn't mean that he blinks, because he says, "My name is Captain Etz, and the rage goes through me."
And you're taking over this
I'm taking over
business.
whatever I want, Furball.
That's just
Okay.
rude.
Yes, I was about to state that myself.
So you want to talk to this Mr. Claw about you taking over his business?
Yep.
Oh, well,
I
we
lean
were
in
told.
close.
Do it.
I'm listening. I lean in close, bare my teeth. I'm listening.
What?
You want my business. You take it from my corpse. Do you understand, little goblin? Do
And
you
at,
want
we all
to
hear
die
this?
here?
at that, he smiles. What was your armor class again?
21.
Okay. He just kind of smiles, and he's going to headbutt you. And because of... No, he's not going to waste that bonus yet. It doesn't really work. He more, gives himself... He misses your nose, but everybody else
Does he hit
draws
me?
their blades.
Yeah, I flick out my sword.
Does he hit me? though?
No, he missed you because he's not using his special ability on you just yet. But everybody, his 5 guys, they basically make a circle around you guys as he draws his sword.
Would my guys with the crossbows get a shot?
Well, they would have. They're not shooting yet because they don't know who you are. They know Mr. Crane. Remember, everything was supposed to be a little bit secretive.
Yes.
And when he draws his sword, Captain Etz tells you, "I'm here to take over everything unless you want to do proper business."
You come to my part of town. You threaten me. You'll be glad. You'll be happy to know I'll make your death quick.
I won't. And he's basically challenging a duel if anybody else wants to get involved. But otherwise, Trilak, roll initiative. Anybody who wants to get involved, you probably think the other guys are going to stay. Okay. Let me.
Unless he rolls a 1.
Oh no, he rolled a 9. He does get a little bit more of a boost to his. I'm trying to find his weapon again. Okay. So he is going to make 2 attacks with his sword. And you said your armor class. Okay. Yeah, Rihanna, you do get a higher initiative than him. I will say that you know that if you get involved, the others will get involved also. This is a one-on-one duel at the moment, so it's up to
Do we
you.
not have a street fight in the punk district?
I mean, anybody who wants to try to prevent this from becoming a war, this is your time.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will,
like,
step up and yell out, "Gentlemen, excuse me!" And everybody that turns to me has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Now, this is everybody, you said? Like, everybody
yes,
who
I-
looks? Because, Trilak, I'll let you
everybody who-
decide if you look.
oh
What's-
no, I'm not taking my eyes off of this little
Okay.
hobgoblin. Shit.
What's the DC on this? 13?
Oh, I thought I had to make it anyway. So if I just
only
had
if
not
you
looked-
turn? Only if
That's
you
what
turned
I'm
around.
saying.
and
It's up to you if you look or not. But
No, the DC's higher than that.
what's the DC then?
Excuse me.
It's a 14.
14? Okay. Nope. Just let me check on the guys. Okay.
Essentially, what I was doing by drawing my weapons and jumping there was like, all right, this does not need to happen.
Yeah. I'm going to say they only one of them managed to beat your save, and it was not the captain.
Awesome.
So what exactly happens? They're incapacitated until
Yes.
something
Yeah.
breaks the spell. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they become charmed,
All right.
and
So-
while charmed,
Okay.
they're incapacitated and they have a speed of 0.
Okay.
So they're basically catatonic and immobile.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think if you attack them, that'll break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any damage
it'll
will
Well,
break
I
break.
the
wasn't
spell.
attacking, buddy. I suppose that we would notice that they're all kind of like,
Yeah, but but the one of them who didn't lose it, he also recognizes this, and
All right, buddy. You have 2 choices. Skedaddle and don't come back, or we'll take you down, and then the rest of your time.
and at this point, even he noticed that Mr. Crane has redirected all of his crossbow men to him, and he says, in the interest of keeping the peace, you go in, and then I'll wake the captain up.
No. The captain doesn't get woke up till we're done with our bit.
How long will that? This will only last a minute.
Well, so be it.
So, you guys go in, then I will talk to the captain, and we will try to do this more peaceably when he's had a chance to cool down.
Yes, you take him back to whatever mud hole, slime covered piece of shit place he crawled out of, and wait there. This is gonna get real ugly, mister.
Oh, he's just waiting for you guys to go inside the building. He's got his
Alright.
hands off his sword. You know, he knows when he's outnumbered.
And I will grab Trilak by his shirt and say, "Get in here." I'm gonna drag him in.
I'm gonna resist.
Okay. Yeah, that's a strength versus strength.
I'm
For
gonna.
fuck's sake.
Wow.
I can't believe it. I cannot fucking believe it.
So
I grab him
Trilak,
by the ear. Oh no,
Yeah.
you don't! Pull him by his ear inside the building.
so you can all
Everybody
be.
else come in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in with them.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll definitely follow along.
I'll say once we're all inside, we'll shut that door and be like, "You guys watch the door."
I'm gonna lean against the door, just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
And I'm gonna turn to Trilak. What the fuck?
One moment, please. I will
Oh,
guard
you
the
got
tech, Mr.
some
Crane.
explaining to do, Lucy.
I think you're gonna.
You have a lot of explaining to do.
I will
With
guard
my
the
insight roll of 23, I'm gonna say, "Oh, I think this is that claw guy."
Yes, definitely,
Thank you,
Mr.
Tara.
Definitely, Mr. Wolf.
What the fuck?
I'll explain in a moment. Mr. Crane, what is going on? Why is this man trying to take over?
Because he's a pirate, and that's what pirates do.
Is it just him and his crew?
Well, we haven't really been on the market very long, but he decided he wanted to move his product, and yeah, I mean, again, what did you think was going to happen? You're going to fry a few people, and they're all going to fall in line? You've been missing for
that's
about a
him.
week.
So that was his man.
Well, that was the boss right there.
Good. I want him dead. I want his head on a pike.
Are we really doing this? We just got rid of rage.
Yeah.
That's the last thing this district needs. It's already in fucking turmoil. Now you're adding more shit to it?
I'm not adding rage. I'm getting rid of it.
By
I'm
doing
modifying
what?
it all. By destroying it.
Guys, I feel like we're having two different conversations at a time, and I'm the one with a bunch of guys with crossbows who are on edge right now, so maybe we should all take it down a notch before people start getting shot.
I look up at the crossbowmen. I am Mr. Claw, your boss. I work through Mr. Crane.
I knew he was a claw guy.
They all turn to Mr. Crane, who nods, and they will put the weapons down. Now, to answer your first statement about his head on a platter, no offense to these guys, but I don't think they can take him. Sorry, guys, you're good at what you do, but he's a fucking hobgoblin pirate captain.
Then we'll deal with him.
We? Excuse me? You have to explain all this. I'm not killing anybody for you until I know what is going on.
I don't
And
have
why
time.
you kept this from us.
He turns to the four guys with crossbows. Boys, go back and take a break. This is going to be a delicate situation.
You know my feelings about the rage.
And I am very well aware. That is why I've gotten rid of it. I've made it into a potion. A harmless potion that has been refined to almost perfection. The potion I've created gives the same effect. Similar effect. And it is harmless. It makes you extremely tired. That is it. I don't want rage on the streets as much as you do. This is why I've done this. Do you know how many people I've lost at the temple to people who have gone on rage? How many people I've seen torn to shreds by rage at fighting pits?
And Mr. Crane is just sitting down, lighting a pipe during this conversation.
I like this guy.
I know how much you hate it. I hate it, not as much as you do, but to some extent we equally hate it. I want to get rid of it. And this guy, this goblin scum, has come onto my territory and is now saying he wants to make more. I am going to kill him.
Hobgoblin, they will kill you over that difference.
I don't care. They can try.
I will shoot Crane a dirty look like, shut up, stay out of this.
Yeah, you see who he works for. You're not going to, you can try to out-intimidate him, but...
I'm not trying to intimidate, I'm just like, shut up.
I am so sorry I kept this a secret. But I had to.
You know,
Do
if you
honestly think that I could work with you and Michael and Trevor and everyone involved? I didn't want to risk you. After everything that is going on right now, I didn't want to add more. If this place went down burning, I would be the one caught in the fire, not you. There'll be no links to you whatsoever. And you
That's
could
not
go
the
on.
case anymore.
No, it is not. I wanted this to be peaceful. I wanted to introduce you to my alter ego, or whatever you want to call it. And I wanted to explain to you carefully and calmly why I did this. To get rid of rage, to replace it, to draw out you know who, and eliminate this threat that has been driving this kingdom into the ground. I can't stand any more death, but I'm willing to kill if I have to. Now,
He's just another thug.
who is threatening to bring rage in? If we do not deal with him, no one will. Somebody else will see him as an actual opportunity for business, and then we'll have rage back on the streets.
But do you really think he's going to be the only one?
No.
So you're just going to keep killing people? You'll be no better than Victor.
Victor created it.
And he gave up on it.
Exactly.
And you just perfected his creation. You realize that, right? You did what he wanted to do.
Oh, actually, that was my guy. He's really good.
Shut up.
I didn't perfect it. He wanted a weapon. I have not created a weapon. I've created a bonus for people.
But do you
Most I
realize
think in
that'll
the
get
whole
up? It'll go up the ranks. Like, do you really think people higher up out of this district aren't going to hear about this and want this? I know guards
That
who
is
would
the
kill
point.
for
It
that.
was meant to be-
Literally.
This was meant to be sold as a potion to help people.
But
Everything can be used as a A healing person can prevent an evil person from living. A
But
healing.
think about where it came from.
I know.
Just that you're not burying those memories or those deaths. You're just bringing more life to them. Oh well, something good came about it. Maybe. But can you imagine if something that's not going to kill you gives you everything that Rage did?
Rage back on the streets, Trevor.
No, but I don't want this shit on the street either.
This is something that we could use in adventures. People could use this to help.
But I thought you said that it just made people tired.
Yeah, and people are going to use it the hardest.
It made people stronger, not by much. And it made people tougher, not by much. It's a little boost that lasts at least 4 hours, and then you are tired.
Actually, it's only going to last for about 1 hour. I mean, there's only so much you can do.
It'll last about an hour. That is it. You don't gain a godlike killing thirst like Rage. You can't rip people to shreds like what happened at the temple. This will make you stronger for a little while to get a little bit of edge in a pit fight, in adventuring. I wanted this to be good. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Well, I, for one, do see some practical uses for this.
Thank you.
It is no different from using a strength potion.
Thank you. That is the
At
point.
least the side effect of death is taken out of the probability.
Yes, that is what I'm trying to get.
Yeah, and if it goes to the wrong kind of people who use it to do bad things, then what?
And
Then
he
they'll have
sets
an
3
hour.
vials on the table. You're welcome to try some.
I take one.
I'll take one.
Okay.
I'll take the third one.
Okay. You each have a vial of Nature's Wrath.
It improves strength and your toughness. That is all. For an hour. And then you are tired. You're exhausted.
Yeah, there's a little bit of
gonna drink
whiplash. We did our best to minimize it, though.
I drank mine.
Okay. You have +2 strength and +2 constitution for the next hour.
Turn around. I'm gonna punch Treylock in the nose.
Okay. Roll a strength check. And we'll just
You
remember
see,
that.
like I said, practical
+2.
uses.
Oh, sorry, that's a save.
Okay. Either way,
Plus
you
2 more
punch
will.
him, but I mean, he's an easy target, but you don't get through his armor. You kind of have to have something to work off of. And she's still stronger than she was.
I know you're angry at me.
Angry?
For what? Taking the rage off the streets? Do you know how many vials I had to buy to get off the streets? Hundreds. That's hundreds of people who could be using rage. Hundreds of people who could have gone on massive killing sprees.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. No,
And
I nearly
it's gone.
died at the hands of one of those maniacs.
Good. Then you know why it is important to get rid of it, and I did that.
No, I'm glad. Don't get me wrong.
I'm
You
sorry
kept
for
this from us.
keeping this from
We
you.
could have helped you.
Could you? If this all went down and Azir found us, if Azir even thought this was a threat and she came here,
She already thinks we're a threat. We're constantly under threat by that crazy bitch.
Do you really think she's going to give a shit about a couple vials of whatever that is?
I think I need to
Considering what
hire
just
some
happened.
more guards. Crane's
She's not
just
gonna
making a
give
note to
shit
himself.
about this.
then
Maybe not now.
she doesn't care. Look, can you really blame me?
Brianna's just gonna walk away. She's gonna push Trevor with her, walk out.
Yeah, I'm
Trevor,
gonna
if
go
you
there.
okay, so you two walk out. The pirates seem to be gone for now.
I looked at this areas and whatever I do not get even a break from anything. I thought that you lot would find this helpful. This is a good thing. I've gotten rid of hundreds of hours of rage. Probably even a couple thousand. And still, you hate me, all of you. You think less of me.
I don't think any less of you. I actually think you're doing a noble thing here. I understand where you're coming from.
Mr. Crane,
Yes.
could you please double the guard? If anyone comes in with that same attitude, I want you to keep them entertained and inform me as soon as possible.
Well, we're gonna have to get like some talking stones, but I'll get one ready for you, and I can alert you when something's happening.
Thank you. If he comes back,
His
I want
boat's
him
in the
dead.
harbor. He's a smuggler. He just thought that with rage going out, he could pick up the extra business. I'm not saying it's a good idea to go to his boat and take him on, but
if he sets foot back in this district, I want a word of it.
okay.
Make sure he doesn't get business.
Yeah, we're just now getting our foothold here. I was a fence before I started handling this. We're not that powerful yet. I mean, I'm glad you have that much belief in us, but all of our resources have been trying to produce more of this, and we were going to get guards as the business grew. I can afford to double the guards. It's just going to mean that we have to up our operating cost. We can cover it for now, but I can't
Do
keep
what you
him from
must.
doing business.
Then if you see him again, or if anyone alert me to where he is,
Okay.
I'll deal with him.
He will actually tell you exactly where you can find his boat in the docks. It's
So
the Redwater.
when Trevor and I left, we were talking. And I will use the ear because I know I don't know if Charlock ever picked up his.
Yeah, I
ears.
think he picked up
I
his
did.
earring.
Okay, and I'll say, does anybody know where this pirate crew is at? Because Trevor and I have a plan to deal.
I look at Tarek. I apologize for dragging you into this.
I'm gonna grab Trilek and I'm gonna slam him against the wall with a mighty half-orc growl.
Okay, that's a strength check. I'm gonna say that. Yeah. Okay, you two start to tussle, and you break the table, falling down. Mr. Crane just like, yeah, I'll cover that cost. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go take a break with the rest of the guys. And he gets
I
up and he goes
understand what
back.
you've done, but you've removed the battle axe and given them a dagger. You need to remove the dagger as well.
And you couldn't tell me that without trying to kiss me.
Oh, when I kiss you, you'll know it.
Good.
The parrot, several, like, I'm needed elsewhere, and he flies off.
He tries flying and just...
No, he can fly. I mean, Rihanna could try to stop him, I guess, but
Whatever.
I push him
But
up.
I understand what you've done and why you did it.
Then will you help me see this through? Let's get rid of the dagger.
Check. Check. Anybody hear me on this thing?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Did anybody hear what I asked?
Wait up. I'll walk you there.
All right. We'll meet you at the dancing pony. Isn't that the name of it, Andy? Or was it the prancing?
The dancing pony is in. It would actually have been in the upper Dell, not the upper Dell, the lower North Galt. You guys are in the Punk District, so if you want
I know,
to,
but I thought that
there was a
that
Rancid
was-
Dagger and the Copper Eel. I believe
Okay.
the Copper Eel was the one with the half ogre bartender who, was fond of Jeslyn for stopping a fight.
Yeah, we'll go there. So
Okay.
we'll meet you guys at the Copper Eel. I need a drink. I say to Trevor, I need a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, wait! I pull my mug. Ale.
And you get some of the best ale you can imagine.
Ooh, this is good. You want to try this?
Sure.
It can be as good or as bad as you want. It makes what you're thinking about.
Good stuff. That's
Nice.
I know.
Rihanna should not have drunk that potion yet.
Ah,
Yeah, we'll get to that in about an hour. I think this would be a good
So you
place.
drink that stuff, right? Oh, sorry, Andy.
good.
This would probably be a good place for us to take a few minutes break because we've been.
I waited to put my food in the oven.
Okay. So I think we'll take about 5 minutes or so, guys, and then we'll come back and we'll see how this day ends.
Alrighty.
Mics are on, and we are back. Because, damn it, this is just... We can't even have a pleasant conversation around here, can we?
Nope.
Okay.
Never.
So it's only been like 30 minutes or so, but you're all at the Copper Eel, whose, drinks are not as good as what you can produce with any mug, but they're not bad.
I'm just gonna keep my mug out and secretly talk into it every time.
That's fine.
I may have a plan for removing the ship.
Well, first I want to hear Trevor's and Rihanna's. If that'll be okay.
Oh, that's fine.
Essentially, we find out where it's at. Trevor goes to his brother, says, "Hey, there's pirates, there's smuggling shit. We know this on good authority," and send his brother after.
Well, it wouldn't be him after him. He'd probably send some guys to investigate it, but
Yeah, tear the ship apart. They'll find what they're looking for.
And then they'd come back to me.
Why?
Because a rat is a rat, no matter how many times you cut off its tail.
I'm pretty sure my brother would just blow up the ship.
Cool.
Yes,
Maybe not literally, but
Okay, I gotta go with the dog again.
he would still try to get information out of the Hobgoblin. And if we remember what Michael talked about,
that guy didn't seem too smart.
no,
But, I mean,
Trevor, you know this much. That helm of telepathy, that's only used in really extreme situations, like, when somebody is throwing around magic to cause a panic in the streets.
so
You don't-
like if there's word of a ship smuggling drugs into the city, it's probably pretty.
I'm going to
they're just
say
go eradicate
we
it.
don't even need to do this as a role. You know that, yes, there is a smuggling problem. They try to crack down on it, but there's a reason why they use the Punk District, which is the least secure area. And they, you catch some smugglers, but good ones know how to get around things or know how to bribe the right people.
Right.
I'm not saying it won't work. It'd have a strong chance, but a good smuggler operates knowing that they're going to get checked. So, if you can bring, enough proof that, like, for example, if you can tell them exactly where to look in the boat, that they could find the good, what's being smuggled, that's one thing. A report just gets filed.
Right.
Coming from you, it would be checked a lot sooner, but a good smuggler is a good smuggler. So, he's going to want proof more than anything. They need to know where to look. And
by the way,
would you guys have told Trevor the name of the boat? Because you heard it was the Redwater.
yes,
Okay, you do know that. Yeah, that's a lot of people know the Redwater. Once they're out on the ocean, they're not really, unless they're attacking. Like a major important ship. They different countries leave them alone. They only go after pirates if they're affecting your trade. So the Redwater is fairly well known in this area. A lot of people, if they're not, directly with the kingdom or something, they know they have to pay their pay. They have to pay to not be attacked.
Okay.
A lot
I'll
of people
pass
are
on
used to
that
paying him.
information.
Don't you
Rihanna,
think
you remember when you were told that if you could steal some Tinkali powder, that that would be in the
Yeah.
Redwater was probably that same boat.
Nice.
And I'm going to say you guys have probably been talking for another 30 minutes or so. So that means that it's been an hour since Rihanna took that. I'm going to just send
That
you.
yawn is perfect.
Yeah. So Rihanna, I just sent you the withdrawal when that sucker was off.
Oh, okay. I should stop drinking.
Oh, my dinner's done. I'll be right back.
You suck me.
Well, my thoughts on sinking a ship is if we can get enough seeds or plant life on it, natural things happen and ships sink under so much weight, become a natural coral reef, so to speak.
Yes, but how long would that take?
I don't know. 30 seconds, 60 seconds?
If you
Under the right influence?
If you can put that ship down in the water with everyone on it within 30 seconds, I'll gladly repay you for it.
I believe we can. If we get enough plant life, seeds to provoke the sinking.
How much?
As much as possible. More the merrier.
I'll hand you like a bag full of gold. Be like, here, go get what you need.
Thank you. But we still have to get it on the ship.
You get the stuff, I'll get it on the ship.
And I can help with that.
Liana, are you going to be okay? Are you feeling tired?
I'm a little sleepy. I've had too many mugs of really good ale.
Surely that is most likely the after effects of my work. Now you see the downside. You only get an hour, and now you're exhausted.
Just one level of exhaustion. Let me see exactly what that does to you.
I'll take a nap. No, that is not yours. I would think about this point, we're gonna start being really tired, just gotta put our head down on the table.
Yeah, you just have disadvantage on ability checks right now. That's all. Well, that
I'd like to
and
grab her mug.
the hit to your strength and your constitution. So
I'd
I
like
guess
to grab
that
her
would,
mug, and I would like to think about like seeds for like kelp and heavy sea plants. See what happens.
nothing happens.
Oh,
It makes
worthless.
liquids.
Nice try.
Worth a shot.
And this is why it is only used to give you an edge for a fight. See, Trevor? She's tired, that is all. No killing spree.
You can try, but you're not changing my mind.
When she wakes up, she might think otherwise.
It's going to take a long rest to actually get rid of that. And it's
What
early
time is it?
evening.
Time is it?
It's probably getting into early evening now.
Good. Y'all haul my ass back to the manor. Let me sleep. You go collect your seeds and all the stuff you need. And when I wake up when I'm fresh,
We're
I'll go
getting an
deliver the
echo from you
package.
now.
And
Why don't we do this tonight?
by then he could have products already in the city. He could probably have them right now, within the hour. We've taken. I want him gone.
We do this now.
Who are you intimidating?
The whole group.
Okay,
Wait, hold on. Catch Danny up. What are we doing now?
I want to load the ship with seeds and then sink it.
Is it wisdom to prevent being scared?
I think that would be. It feels like it would. somebody help me out because I'm not really sure. Would that be like a charisma?
Yeah, I think it's a
thing?
charisma saving throw or just a
Well,
straight charisma.
I mean, it's not really something Trevor wants to do anyway. But I'm
Yeah.
confused.
This ship has rage. It has products harmful.
And we sink it so nobody gets it.
Exactly. Remove the threat before it can fully bloom. Like a flower.
The sooner we do it, the better.
Like I said, get all the seeds you need. We have a way to get it delivered. Is 200 gold enough to buy us the seeds you need?
More than enough. But the question is, how do we get them on board?
Hold on. Rewinding. Why are we sinking the ship again?
They're bad people. This ship needs to sink.
Well, I mean, you could say that about 90% of the punk district.
Is the punk district bringing in new rage?
The serious.
What do you
Yes.
mean, new rage?
Do you have the broom?
Do I have the broom?
Somebody's got it.
Somebody grabbed it, but I don't know who has
Yeah,
it.
she left the broom, so it's whoever wants to have it.
I just assumed the serious had picked it up, put it, I can hold it.
Yes, I did. I did pick it up and put it in my bag of holding. Yes, I do. I
That's
have
what
it
we
here in
did.
my bag.
Okay, yeah, get the seats, put it in a bundle. We tie it to the broom. Somebody rides it out over the top, cuts it, gets out.
We need seeds spread across the boat. Can't be. I don't think one location would work. I think they need to be spread out, no more than 100 feet from end to end.
Okay, so you cut a hole in it and fly around it and dump it as best as you can.
I would need at least a barrel.
Okay, guys, we need to make this clear
More
for
the
Danny
merrier.
because I know Trevor does not understand what you're talking about,
Oh,
and even the
Danny
DM.
wasn't here for like 3 minutes, and now we're sinking the ship, so I'm confused.
Tarak's plan is to put a bunch of seeds on the ship, cast plant growth, and essentially just sink the ship right where it sits.
And you do know Michael actually knows something about boats. I'm not going to say he's proficient in them, but he grew up on a boat. So,
Yeah.
you know, just because I don't think any of you really know enough about boats, you're talking about just dropping plant seeds on the deck and then trying to
Oh
sink
no,
it.
I wanted these in the hole. 'Cause,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like
Okay.
the.
That-
Yeah, because I want to at least try to list it to one side or the other.
Okay.
And
I
try
mean,
to
the
sink
plan's
it.
not
If the
bad, you
sheer-
just need to
if the
refine it a
sheer
little
weight,
bit.
Yeah, if the sheer weight of it doesn't sink it, then listing it will. Or should. I'm
Tarak,
smart.
Tarak, can you manipulate wood? Can you manipulate material?
I don't believe directly. I don't know. Maybe I can make the wood in the boat grow. I've never tried it with a tree that's been cut down before.
Well, if I know something about buildings in general, if something is too big, then it could, if something grows, it can break something, the smaller stuff around it. If the space is too tight, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Hey. We
That's
got-
why I was thinking in the hull it would break and splinter and list. I mean, there's just multiple reasons why it would sink.
Do we have anything that acts as an explosive?
If we did, would we trust it with any of us?
Well, what I was thinking is some people can do invisibility. So if we're invisible and we get on board, we do whatever we need to and get out.
Does
Yes, I
anyone
have a
have
spell
a-
that could turn 3 of us invisible for a
Yeah.
whole hour.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a bag of holding?
We
Yes.
all have bags of holding.
Can I borrow it?
Is this like? Wait. Does shatter work on wood?
Shatters everything.
So would it shatter a hole in?
Yeah, if you target it right, and that's an AOE, so yeah.
I think plant growth provided with the shatter. I think we've got a sunken ship.
Or we just shatter the bottom side of the ship, make it leak, constantly casting it, making multiple holes in the bottom of the ship, large holes.
I think we should hit it 2 separate ways, so that way, in case they, for some reason, are able to counteract one, we've got another one going on.
Who here can cast shatter?
Well, I do have a spell that would only turn one person invisible for a minute, and you could attack and cast spells and still remain invisible. But it's a limited spell. It only lasts for a minute compared to an hour.
I cannot swim in.
I have to do this. If I take a bag of holding and fill it with seeds, I can turn into an owl or a bird or some sort and fly into the ship, spread the seeds about, and cast my spell, and I'm the only person that wouldn't drown. Guaranteed.
Well, I could turn you invisible so you don't have to fly into the ship or shape change.
But I think it'd be the easiest way to get into the ship.
Oh, guys, just to save a little bit of time, anybody who wants to try and apply any nautical knowledge, go ahead and just give me a flat intelligence roll. Okay.
Only one.
I have. Sorry,
Yeah.
you go.
Viserius thinks this is a great idea. All right, Tarek, from what you know, first off, they're in dock, which means this is the shallowest part of the water. It's probably deep enough that a person can drown, but boats don't sink fast unless they have a giant hole in them, and even then, they're at dock where every other sailor is going to try to save people from drowning, because unless you just want that person dead, it's sort of, common sense to try to help other people.
Well, I'm not trying to inflict damage on humans. I just don't want the
Okay,
ship.
you just want to destroy the ship. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, then I will
And I
give you the
think,
second thing that I think is
Filling
16.
it with plants,
Yeah.
both weight and shattering through the hole,
Here's this-
and possibly listing it.
Yeah,
we've got a
I
multi-pronged
agree.
attack.
That would do a lot. It's really creative. Here's the second thing I think is 16 is enough to know. You're just going off. You're wanting to sink this ship off of word of mouth. You don't know anything about this ship,
No, I do not.
so
My friends seem to want my new friends seem to want to the ship is bad and it needs to go away. So
okay. Just wanted to point this out.
if anyone wants to interject, they're more than welcome to. Actually, I will say that in character, that if anyone wants to interject, speak up. Otherwise, I think this thing does better sitting at the bottom of the bay.
Yes, Trevor.
My thing is you're literally only doing this because you don't want this guy inflicting on whatever your business is.
He can bring rage back into the lowest skinned.
How if you bought all the rage?
I bought all of the rage from skinned. He can bring in more.
How? If it's not being made anymore.
I don't know how he got it. Probably from a shipment that was the continent. I don't know.
So we know for sure this guy has rage, or just word of mouth?
He wouldn't have come to me asking to do the trade for rage if he didn't have rage.
He wants your business.
Well, why don't we send
I
somebody in to scout the ship first to see if he has any rage on board?
I doubt you're getting on the guy's ship.
If he doesn't see me, he doesn't know I'm on his ship now, does he?
Look, I'm just saying, I think this is stupid. It doesn't make any sense to me. Well, but why?
Why sink the ship?
Why?
For pirates.
I mean, why not just complete the job that you wanted to do and just destroy everything?
Do we see anybody on the ship right now, Andy?
Oh, you're at a bar right now.
We're still at the bar. That's right.
Like, why get involved in all this? Just destroy what's... Unless you're trying to make money, what I can... Ways to make money. Like, I get you want to help. Trust me, I do. But I don't see how blowing up... Like, that's how they make their living. Doesn't make it okay, necessarily, but you're destroying other people. And honestly, you're probably causing more issues for the punk district as it is. At least to me. I mean, I could be wrong. That's just... But I don't want anything to... I don't want anything to do with blowing up a ship. So... Sorry.
It's just...
Trilak, I have a
It's not
question
my job
for
to
you.
blow up a ship.
Yes, Tara.
Are you still making this rage?
No. I'm not. I've used it. I've reversed in...
No. I mean rage in general.
We've used as much as we could get our hands on. Which is a lot. Almost all of it that was available is gone, and we've used it to reverse engineer it and make it into a safe potion.
We just lost them.
I want to help. And yes, I'm making money on the side. But that is only to help. That is only to be used to help. All this goes in preventing rage from coming back on the streets. Replacing it.
No, not replacing it, ending it for good.
If you really wanted the ending to help people instead of making something out of something that's already destructive, might as well just destroy it. Because you think he's going to be the only one wanting to take over before you take your stuff from you and bring more rage if he has it from wherever? There's going to be more. Are you just going to keep blowing up ships?
No. But I will get rage off the streets.
But you can't guarantee that.
Nobody
I mean,
can guarantee anything. Nothing is guaranteed. We could die tomorrow, Trevor.
Yeah, I'm well aware. I know who my brother is.
Exactly. Nothing is guaranteed. And out of everything that this group has done, you're doing this to me? I'm trying to make good of this. Out of everything. Everything this group
I'm
has done.
not saying you have bad intentions. And I approve of you wanting to get this shit out of here, but I don't see the point of becoming a crime boss, basically.
I'm not breaking any laws.
I mean, technically you are. It's an illegal substance.
What? Rage that has been destroyed. It is
What
not
you
rage.
have is illegal. It's not approved.
Not yet.
It's never, I can guarantee you it's probably never going to get approved.
Then what should I do? Tell all the people that I've got hired, all people, go home, that's it. We're done.
Give them the coin you made them. You wanted to help them. Give them the coin from what you made. If anything, I gotta get them fed, feed their families.
I've given them everything. The pay that we got from the previous job, I gave that into that business.
Then they've got to be set for at least... Bringing more crime just to give people a life isn't going to help anything.
This is not a crime. It is creating a potion. It is a potion.
A potion that does that to people, I point at Rhea.
Yes, it makes them tired. Other powerful potions have that same type of effect. All she needs to do is sleep. That is it. You use the potion and then you rest. That is all. She's not addicted to it. She's not craving more. She's not going out on killing sprees in temples. She's not using it to cause immense death. It is something you can use to give you an edge in anything you do. A worker who works in the mines could use this.
For an hour.
For an hour, and then they rest. It's still being...
What mine worker only works for an hour? Go sleep for 8 hours.
It is still being refined. Think about the work that you could do in that hour with increased strength and toughness.
I mean, it's a great idea, but you're still look at where you're working out of. He's not going to be the only one. Blowing that up is only a problem, especially for the people that you're trying to help. There are better ways to help people.
How? By sitting in a temple waiting for them to come in after they've already killed someone, asking for me to heal them. Sitting by and waiting to be an on-call healer.
I'm not saying you sit on your ass and do nothing. You get out and do something. Yeah, you can say you're doing something now, but I don't honestly see how it's going to help the city as a whole. You might help whoever's working for you, which is great, but that's what? An 18th of the Punk District population?
What does the king do to help us?
Help.
What do anyone higher up? Talk to any you have seen the snobs up in the high district. No offense, Mr. But what do they do?
None taken.
Other than help those who work for them. What do? They sit on mountains of gold and flaunt it everywhere on stupidly expensive food and wines when they could be donating it to the poor who need it to help the houses, who build houses, who get food.
Then you be that person. You guys may not realize it, but the king loves his city. He loves his people. Misinformed, probably, but...
A king who loves his people would prioritize his people above everything else. There wouldn't be a lower skin. There wouldn't be this punk district.
Every city has a district like that. Every country has a side of it that's not the best.
Yes, but look around us. People are scrounging the streets for food, Trevor. Trying to get by.
I'm not saying it's ideal. I would love to help these people.
Okay, so sorry, I just want to jump over to Tarek because you've gone out, just start picking up things from different vendors.
I'll be back.
Yes, I want to gather like a barrel full of seeds.
Okay.
Like a big wine barrel full of seeds.
Okay, yeah, you'll be able to do that. You're going to need to, most of when you explain what you want, they're going to tell you need to go to like a big general store, and even then, you're probably going to need to buy several things to get what you're looking for because nobody sells them in that kind of quantity. But, eventually you'll be able to get what you want. It's going to cost you, let's say, 10 gold over the course of your buying spree. But it's also starting to get to be evening proper, and the kids are running around. They are all in troll masks, running through the fog and the drizzle, knocking on doors and stopping adults in the street. And those who aren't placated with their candied apples and sticks of salted meat and other treats start to perpetrate tricks. See a grumpy old woman who has a rat thrown in her face, a burly dwarf who has his pipe stolen, and there's a big crowd of people around the 10-foot wicker effigy of a troll as it's being lit on fire. And suddenly, there's a white-haired man that comes bolting through the crowd. He is terrified, and he is screaming about the giant troll that is following after him. And I am going to bring us over to a city street map. And Tarek, you can see... Oh, no, that's not him. Here he is. This is a dire troll, but unlike most others, it is actually got shackles on it. And a dire troll, I think you would know this, is a troll that has started eating other trolls, and is actually started to grow more parts. Anywhere this troll would have had eyes growing, someone has bound them in chains or metal straps to blind it. So it is just rampaging blindly through the streets.
Do I know that this is something that's being controlled, or something that it's just rampaging on
it
its
is
own?
just destroying at random. There does not seem to be any control. There's other people on the streets, but obviously I didn't fill this map out quite right. But you do see, groups of people are running from it, screaming for the guards. And some of them are coming out and getting ready to fight this thing.
Let's see. Am I within 90 feet of it?
You can be, if you want
I
to
would
roll
like to
initiative. You want to get involved, roll initiative.
I feel obligated to get involved.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can get into 90 feet and you can start attacking.
I'm going to cast Entangle on it.
Okay. Just real quick, what does it roll? Looks like it's strength versus your DC. Okay,
Yeah.
what's your DC?
My DC is 16.
Okay, yeah, it's going to beat that. So these plants start to come up around it, even with the weights and things slowing it down. It just rips right through those. It is slow because of the weights on it, but those vines didn't slow it down much at all.
I'm going to touch my my earring and say, "I need your help now," and kind of tell them roughly where I'm at.
Okay. So everybody...
I probably only know roughly where I'm at.
Yeah. Everybody got
city.
that message, and if you were to head out at full speed, you'd be here within, let's call it 3 rounds.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to... I don't want to deal with actual time travel. I'm just going to say you'll be here within 3 rounds. So the guards start trying to attack it, but... what was its DC again? Okay,
How
one
far
of
away
them,
is he?
huh?
It turns the ground into difficult terrain for anybody.
Okay, so it slowed down even more.
Yeah.
All right, but it's also slowing them down. But one of the guards does manage to hit it. I got to flip between character sheets while I pull up everybody's stuff here. I think. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Is he within 1,500 feet of us?
Yeah,
Tarek?
probably. Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
Just a sec.
Well, as soon as he calls out, I will dimension door to his location.
Okay, so you are there already, and you'll be able to roll on into initiative, or you can go after the guards.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just let me see here.
Okay, so that's what he does. Let me roll for this other guard because they get 2 attacks. Okay, so if you want to get involved, all right. Next round you'll actually go before Tarek. But you can go ahead and... Well, no, you've already used your action to cast a spell, so that really doesn't mean that you have the room for anything more. But okay, that's you two. And let me get him added up. Okay, and he's going to take a wild swing at the guards, who can't run away as fast as they might like. But let me see. Nope, that one missed. And then that one missed. Okay, so it just swings wildly, but it's obvious it can't see anybody. And the kids nearby are also just starting to throw their treats at it in an effort to distract it even more. All right, so we're back up at the top. Viserius, that is you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be like, "By Mister, what is that creature?"
It's a dire troll.
How far away is it from me?
I don't know. Whatever you just put yourself at. You got your full movement, so we're going to say 40 feet.
Okay, so I'll move up 10 feet.
My little thing on it.
And I will cast...
Okay. Is that an attack, or does he need to make a Constitution save?
Yeah, he needs to make a DC 14.
Okay. Nope, he did not make that.
So he takes 37 points of
Oh, okay, yeah.
necrotic damage.
He is feeling that. Okay. All right. And Tarek, is now your turn.
How many guards are around him or in the vicinity? I mean,
there are currently
within
2
20 feet of
guards.
him.
There are 2 guards next to him attacking right now. They're each within 5 feet of him. I just don't really feel like trying to pull in tokens just yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to cast Ice Storm on it,
Okay.
which I thought it would actually put the stats of it up there, but it's
Yeah,
not.
if not, just describe it to me until we can get it put in there properly.
A hail of rock-hard ice pounds the ground at a 20-foot radius. Each creature in the cylinder makes a dex saving throw.
Okay. Let me check with the guards first. One of them makes it. The other one is going to get hit. Oh, and that's going to be kind of bad for him. Because he takes 11 cold, it says. Or is that just for the bludgeoning?
Anything in there takes the bludgeoning damage and the cold damage.
Okay.
It's half if you make the save.
Okay. So that means that he will take a total of 13. And the other one only takes half of that. So.
And it also turns the area into difficult terrain, on top of more difficult terrain.
I don't know if that will stack, so we're just going to call it one of those.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's, okay. So that is actually just dealt the most damage to the guards, but now let's see what the troll takes.
Well, hopefully they'll get smart and get the hell out of there.
Well, they're also doing their job, but no, the troll's going to take full damage. Let's see.
That sucked.
Okay. All right, that was your turn. Now the guards are both going to attack, even though they shoot you some dirty looks, by the way, but they continue fighting. And okay, it's going to take gets that hit, and then the other guy is going to attack. And yeah, he's going to manage to hit it, so they're doing pretty good themselves. And then the troll gets to attack them. Well, I think the troll gets more attacks than I thought. Oh yeah, the troll gets a lot of attacks. I didn't use them all last time. But that one's going to miss. That one's going to miss. That one's going to hit. Troll does a D8. Okay, so that guard just got walloped good, and he attacks the last time and hits the other guy who. Okay. And yeah, the troll knows that there's two people attacking him up close, so he's just going to stay there and keep hitting. But that is his turn. And the rest of you are now, you'll be able to get involved next round. I know some of you are sending me messages. Oh, this is from Michael, so never mind, we'll read it later. Okay, Viserius, it is now your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move myself to where I know I'm not going to hit anyone else. I need a straight line to the troll.
Okay, you can manage that. There's only 2 guards.
Okay, and then I'm going to... it didn't show up.
Just tell me what to roll if you need to.
Hold on, let me... Oh, there it is. What is going on? It's a lightning bolt's what I'm trying to cast, but it's
Okay.
not.
Just tell me what I need to roll then, if you have the spell in front of you where you can read it off.
There it goes.
Okay. But I'm guessing that's supposed to be dex, not strength.
Let me read it, but that DC is wrong on there for some reason.
Okay, well, again, just tell me
It's
what
a
I
14.
need. Oh, okay, he's going to beat that.
Okay, so he takes half of 27.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that fries him nicely. Tarek,
Okay.
it is now your turn
And
again.
then as my
sorry.
bonus action, I'm going to reach into my bag of tricks and pull out one of the pellets and throw it right by the troll, and a tiger appears right by him.
Okay. And you have
And
stats
it
for
makes-
him.
Yes. And he's going to make a bite attack.
Okay.
Ooh, natural
Yeah.
20.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
He does. Let me roll that, double that.
Okay,
So he does 11 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
And that's it for me.
Okay. All right, now Tarek, it is your turn.
I'm going to move closer, and I need to double check how close I'm going to move.
Biting him right in the crotch.
I forgot about. Let me actually try to see what. No, we got too much going on. I'm going to skip lingering injuries right now because I kind of want to keep the momentum going.
I'm going to move right up here, and I'm going to cast... Oh, I thought I had it on here. Produce Flame.
Okay. I know that you're able to like throw the fireball after that.
Yeah, and I was thought the damage would show up, but it didn't.
Okay. If you need to, just roll the from the dice roller, and we'll figure it out in our heads right now.
Yeah, just by... Oh, come on.
It should actually be 2d8.
For produce flame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's... Yeah, at 5th level...
Well, yeah, okay. So roll another d8. Okay, so he takes 6 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
All right. And then our 2 guards are going to attack. He's going to get 1 hit on it. And the other guy is going to attack. He's only going to get 1 hit.
There it goes. Okay.
Like I said, the troll is just going to swing wildly. What's the AC on your tiger?
No, the AC is 12.
Okay, he rolled that plus his strength for one attack. How much health does he have?
He's got 37 hit points.
Okay, so we're gonna say. I need. That's high enough. I need to go ahead and roll it. Okay. So he takes 11 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
This time he missed the second one. He's going to hit a guard with the next one. That guy's. Yeah, that guy's getting his ass kicked. Okay, and then his fourth arm. He's going to miss with that one, and then he does a random bite attack. And the bite is. Okay, yeah, he bites the tiger, and with that he does 10 points of piercing damage and 5 points of poison damage. So another 15.
Okay, so 15. Okay.
And
he's still up.
Okay. And then did I not open up this other guy? Because other people are starting to join in. Like I said, the kids are throwing things. And hold on a
How
second.
many rounds till we get there?
You can go ahead and roll in now, and you'll join the next round of combat. Because you see one of the he's an older kid, a young man who was with the kids, comes running up, and Serious, you see the crackle as he's trying to cast a spell, but his lightning grasp, shocking grasp, did not work on it. Okay, let me see.
Okay.
Trilic, you'll go right before the troll. And Rihanna, I think you go right after Viserius with that one.
No, she'll go before me.
Okay, before you?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
I
he only rolled a
12.
12.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so we'll let you guys get in. I'll probably let you guys get in at the end of this round, and then you can take your normal turn at the top of the round. Tarak, it is now your turn.
Yeah, that's still difficult terrain. That doesn't work. Okay.
Well, you can probably drop concentration on that. I think those spells require concentration.
Let me double check before I do something stupid.
That's a novel concept for this group.
Ice Storm is not a concentration, so it just makes it a difficult terrain.
Okay, how long does that last? Oh, like I said, he's not moving right now because he's got things biting him up close. He's not worried about the things from afar.
You know what? Let's do this instead. I'm going to do this right around the dire troll, trying to keep the soldiers away
Okay.
from it. If that
Okay.
helps.
Yeah, you can. What's the spell, and we'll see if you can keep position it.
Oops. Right.
Okay, describe Wall of Thorns
What
to
am-
me right quick.
What am I? Yeah. What am I doing wrong that it's not letting? It's not throwing the description.
We just have to try to put the description in there a little better. I'll try to help you out with that later, but describe this one to me, because can you put it where someone is standing, or does it create a barrier? Because the way I interpret that, it creates a barrier.
Yeah, and I was hoping to create a barrier between the trolls and the people attacking it.
The people attacking it are within 5 feet of it, so you can't really put it where they're standing from the way I understand the spell.
Okay.
Or if you
Then
do,
we're not
then
gonna-
it hits them.
Okay,
but-
we're not going to do that. That's
Okay.
that goes against my code.
Yeah, because
Okay,
these
I'm
guys
gonna
are
turn
guardsmen. It's their job to do this.
I'm going
Thank
to
you
turn
for that.
into. There we
There's your
go. We kind of do it.
Thank you.
I'm going to use my bonus action to wild shape into a giant elk.
Okay.
I don't know how to get the other guy off there.
We'll leave. We'll just move him aside for now, but you can just delete him.
Okay. And I'm going to use a ram charge, which
Okay.
I can move 60 feet with,
Right.
to hit him.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. What's the damage?
Yep.
Damn.
Just click
Oh,
on ram charge to get our damage.
I think that it. Oh wait, no.
Click on the name.
Right underneath your attack is the word ram or charge ram.
Click where it says
click on
charge ram.
that.
Click on
Oh,
that.
gotcha. There you go.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem. So you deal 21 bludgeoning damage to him.
Holy shit.
Okay. And now the guardsmen get their attack.
He's got to roll a DC or he gets knocked prone.
Oh, okay, my bad. And that's a
I'll probably
strength.
make that a 14.
He rolled a 15 before I add anything to it, so he's still
Okay.
standing. Okay, then the guards are going to attack. Oh, this guy got a natural 20. So he's stealing. He does a really good cut on him. I'm just using their very base attack damage. So, all right, and that was his first attack. He gets another. Ooh, that one hit. All right, second guy. He is going to miss. And then he gets this other one, which does hit, so it's and you see a third guard actually coming in, but he won't get into round until the end of this. Let's go ahead and go to Rihanna. You've run on the scene and you see all this happening. You can go ahead and get your action now.
Cool. So I'm gonna move up a little closer,
Okay.
and I'm going to just throw a Toll the Dead on him.
Okay. So that's a wisdom save.
Yeah. Since he's already taken damage, the damage
He rolled a 14. Yeah, no bonus on that, but he did make it. Okay. Did you have a bonus action?
That's what I was just going to look at. Hold on. Because I can't remember if that's considered a bonus action or.
Trevor, you are going to also be here, and you can act right after Rihanna.
Sorry, I was fixing my character sheet.
That's fine.
Trying to remember which things are.
I don't think you. I mean, you. Most of your bonus action has been using it for an extra attack when you were in melee range.
If not.
So I'm putting up the shot clock.
So yeah, I'll kind of be like, well, shit.
Okay, Trevor, it's your turn now.
Okay.
We're gonna say that just to get you in on this, you can get close, but it's gonna take all your movement if you want to get within melee range. Because around him is difficult terrain, but
That's fine.
okay, so you can get to about right here, because I think that was about 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just outside of your attack range. Well, you can at least be.
I'm gonna dash and get up there.
Okay.
Shit.
Then that you can do that.
Can I use my charger since I'm just gonna dash and take an attack out?
Yeah.
So get up in his business.
Okay,
13
that was not enough to hit. No.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And that's where his character sheet was. Okay. The Trilike, you can go ahead and start moving. I'm going to go ahead and say the kid that was joining in, he missed, but he's still there trying to help. If you have anything long range, you can use it now.
How far
Did I get my
away-
turn skipped?
We're going to get back to you in just a minute.
Okay.
This is
Yeah,
sort of
this is what she's
a
throwing
bit
us
of a
off, yeah.
clusterfuck, and because I wanted this to happen, but you guys decided you wanted to go play with pirates, and no, this is happening. And
It is
because you were all
Shopping
scattered,
and found a troll.
yeah, because you were all scattered, this is how it's happening.
Yeah, okay.
Captain.
Because it's Trevor, it's going to be Trilak, then it's going to be the troll, then we're going to hit top of initiative again.
Okay.
Which means I get skipped.
No, it's going to be Rihanna, then you at the top of the
Okay.
round. You had
Yeah,
yours,
you
I
just throw
promise.
us
I'm
on at the
keeping.
end.
I promise
Okay.
everybody is up, but Trilak, you got to make your move now, or we're skipping you.
Cool lightning.
Okay.
Fourth.
All right. Is that everybody in the area, or just him? 'Cause
Just
he's
him.
surrounded by people.
Just him.
Okay. What does he need to do? What does he need to roll?
He needs to roll a dex save, and I'm going to use Channel Divinity to make sure he takes points of lightning damage.
Okay, he's
If he fails.
whatever. I don't know what your DC is, but he rolled a 5, and so I think a 7 fails.
So
so-
he takes 40 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Is it stormy?
It's kind of rainy, but not stormy.
All right, so
Okay.
I wouldn't get an extra D10.
No. Okay, so he took full damage. It is now his turn. And he's just going to start swinging wildly. So he's starting with... He misses the tiger. He's going to miss Trevor. He is... Tarek, what is your AC in this form?
14.
Okay. He is going to hit you with one claw. That is going to be... He didn't do very good on it. 7... that's 13 points of slashing damage.
Not very good.
He misses his next one. Then he does a bite attack. And he's going to miss with that. Rihanna, we're back at the top of initiative. It is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to. Is my bonus action? No, I knew I had to do that, but I couldn't remember what it was. I'm going to place Hex on him.
Okay.
And then with my action.
You need to pick what you're hexing. You get one. He gets disadvantage on one thing.
Yeah. Let's go with wisdom. save.
Okay. He'll get disadvantage on wisdom saves. Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast Witch Bolt
Okay.
on him.
And that's an
he
attack, I
asking-
believe.
Yeah. Why is it? Yeah. I know why. Wrong. There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah, you hit him with that, and he takes 8 points of damage.
Okay. So then, because I hit him, do an extra 1d6.
Okay, add that in. Okay, he takes an extra 4 points.
And Witch Bolt
Viseri-
is concentration, so each on my turn, I can just automatically keep hitting him.
Okay, good. Viserys, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use this.
Okay, that's not a problem.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use...
Okay, your first one hits him for 10. That is enough to kill him.
Okay, well then I'm...
Damn!
Yeah. And it was a good thing you finished him off with fire, too, because y'all weren't using a whole lot of fire.
No.
So you managed to set him ablaze at the end. Everybody starts to scatter as his death throws go around wildly, but he doesn't hit anybody. And I'm just going to put the big X on him now. And
I would like
everybody,
to scoop Trevor up with my antlers and toss on my back as we valiantly escape.
I'm going to need some kind of a roll for that.
Acrobatics?
I think it's just going to be a strength check for myself.
Yeah.
Mine
And
a dex to not be scooped up.
and Trevor, you're randomly trying to be scooped up. Do you fight that?
Yeah. 'cause it's-
Then that's probably a dex. I'll say dex or strength. Acrobatics or
James?
athletics for you.
Oh shit. Athletics, please.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
no, you do not. You managed to actually flip him away as, he's trying that. And,
Do I land cool?
well, no, you flipped him.
Oh, okay.
Like, when he tried to scoop you up, you just flipped him over.
Like a bull wrangler.
Yeah. And
Puts me down.
everyone is starting to cheer. The older kid, the young man that was attempting to do shocking grasp, is gathering up all the kids who were throwing candied stuff, and he's trying to get them out of the way. And the white-haired man that was running, that first started this whole commotion, he's coming up to you. He's shaking everybody's hand. Thank you so much. You are heroes. You saved the city. You saved so many lives. And he is going to be talking about you guys for quite a while. The troll slayers will be talked about for quite a while. So you guys are going to get some bonuses in the way of good reputation finally.
Yeah.
I would give him a handler to shake when he's shaking everyone's hand.
Yeah, and he's a little confused, but he shakes it. And for anyone who wants to make a note of this, his name is Brahmas Subtle.
Okay.
Promise.
Yes, Subtle. He's a local nobleman, and anyway, yeah. So for the next 2 months or so, he will be telling everybody about the bravery you guys showed. In defending the city, and the guardsmen are also grateful. They're a little bit annoyed at Tarak because at least half the damage they took came from, a wide
Hi,
angle
Tim. Hi, Phil.
spell.
I
But
don't know if that's their names or not.
yeah, sure, whatever you just said, I didn't hear it. What were their names?
Tim and Phil.
Okay, yes, Tim and Phil.
You're already in town.
Well, they're a little annoyed, but at the end of the day, they are happy that this thing is dead. And
I got some snow on your shoulder there.
yeah, he's giving you a bit of an eyeball for that comment, but yeah, the troll is dead, and there's
Ding dong, the troll is dead.
and there's obviously a lot of questions about the fact that why a bound and chained dire troll is running through the city, but most people are just sort of, the civilians are getting the hell out of the way. All right, Matt, we'll talk to you later on.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Later, Matt.
But yeah, I've got so many people trying to send me messages. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of my prayer beads of Cure Wounds level 2 on one of the used regular Cure Wounds on the other soldier, and apologize for damaging them in the conflict.
Yeah.
And they
I
will.
also.
Okay, sorry. Serious.
Now I will also walk up to one of the soldiers that's more grievously wounded, and heal him too.
Okay. They will thank you for that, and Tarak, they tell you, sir, this is kind of why there's a little bit of a prohibition on, weapons and spell casting things. We thank you for your help. We're going to make sure that, you get full credit, but please, if you try to throw magic around, think before you cast.
He's new. Give him a break.
Understood. It was just
He
trying
looks
to,
at you, it's like,
take
I
care of the
almost lost a
larger
finger
problem.
to that.
It's a finger. It's not
I
like you lost
like
your whole
them.
hand.
Better
I
a finger
like
than your
them.
life, sir.
I'm very attached to all my fingers.
Well, you don't need all 5.
I'm going to attempt this as jokingly, and we'll see how it happens. I very try to say jokingly, well, next time don't let him in the city. Which doesn't come off very jokingly.
Yeah, he's a little He just kind of gives you a side eye for that. But that does sort of
I
raise
think
the
he comes
question.
out jokingly, though.
That does start to
How did this
raise. Oh, that's what they were looking for. If anybody wants to try to backtrack where it came from, its trail is pretty easy to follow. There is a hole that leads down to the sewer. It looks like it came up through there. Like it must have ripped its way through the street.
I wonder if there's more of those creatures down there.
Randolph is gonna be pissed.
The guards there, they're calling for more, but they're trying to make sure that people don't get hurt, and they want to make sure this thing doesn't get up again. So they are, they're going to start to cordon that area off, but they got to deal with the burning troll first. Do you want to go look down the hole?
I'll take a quick peek.
I'm gonna go look too.
Okay.
I'm curious.
I don't actually have a map for this. I'm just going to bring it to a blank screen in case we need it. But there's.
Troll.
Are you looking down into the hole, or are you climbing down?
I'll jump down real quick.
Okay. Everybody who wants to jump down, give me a dexterity check. And I got to change up something, so my mic's going off for a second, or my camera's going off for a second. I'm still here. Okay, Rihanna, you managed to gracefully hop down.
I'm kind of graceful.
Yeah, you did not do a bad
Heavier.
job of it.
Ka-thunk.
And does anybody else jump down?
I did. I rolled
I
a
did.
14.
Okay. You get down there, and there is a couple of bodies, and then you see, a jack-o'-lantern that's just laying there until its eyes light up.
What the fuck?
Does everybody see my my new image on the camera?
No, your VC is
Just your
still
face.
immersed, yeah.
Oh, I have to hit refresh, reconnect. His eyes suddenly light up, and it looks at you all and says,
Oh, look at who we have here. Turning to
What the fuck is that?
Tarek. It says, oh, the half-breed, unloved by all sides, so he spends his time talking to the plants. Here's a little secret, we're not that fond of you either. And Viserius. You're a little old to be throwing a tantrum, and it's a little too early for a midlife crisis. Well, let's see if you survive the night. Then we'll decide how long your lifespan really is. And it turns over to Rihanna. And the Hellspawn. Oh, we could probably get along great. You need some new friends after all. After all, they've all moved on. The ones who survived anyways.
Oh, Tatum.
And it rolls over to one of the crushed bodies and seems to situate itself onto its... Let me turn the voice back off while I'm giving narration.
That's cool.
I forgot. Okay. And it now stands up with this nice body and kind of brushes himself off. Are
Hold
you
on,
having
hold
a
on.
fun Trolltide?
Yes.
Tarek, this isn't normal.
Your face?
What is that thing?
I have to share this.
What are you sharing? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I love that guy.
Uh-huh.
And it's just kind of
Kicked his
looking
ass
at
last
you
night.
all.
Did you not have a nice time playing up there? Did you decide to come and play with me?
What the fuck?
I'm looking at him like, okay.
I'm a friendly druid.
Are we just laughing at this thing? Like, what the
I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on it.
Okay. What level are you casting it at?
It's a level 3.
Okay. I'm trying to remember how this works if you...
Oh, you have to cast it from your page, honey.
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah, it's...
It's just like if I'm trying to read what happens when you cast it at a higher level. Oh, Michael's here now. Are you actually here? Because I see your icon.
What?
Kyle, are you with us?
Did we lose Charlotte?
No,
You went to
Trevor.
bed.
Yes, he had to leave.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kyle had to go. But I think Kyle's trying to join us, but I can't hear him. Okay, so
Dude, this pumpkin is freaking me out, dude.
yeah, it sounds fun. I'm trying to see how
Yeah,
this
Kyle,
works.
if
Is, I'm trying to see how this works if you're going up against a higher spell level. Okay, so you need to roll against a DC.
Huh?
Yeah, but
If
you will
Tarek wants to
naturally.
dispel magic that's at a higher than level 3, he needs to roll against it.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've never used dispel magic, so I don't know.
yeah, cast it.
Make an
The
ability check.
DC is whatever the spell's level 10. He has to put that.
Yeah. So you need just roll a d20 and use your modifier, your spellcasting modifier.
He's not here right now.
Okay. Well, you know what? It probably wasn't going to work anyway. And I was trying to give Michael a chance to actually be in where we can hear him.
I'm here now. I'm here now.
All right. Oh, I have been talking in evil voice this whole time.
Yes, you have.
So it's going to turn to Michael and say, "Oh, and here we have the mass murdering do-gooder. The party's all here. Well, except for the mongrel who could, the runt who couldn't even stick with his own pack."
Dude, seriously, how much spice did you ingest to get to this point in your life? You're like every single, like, middle-class wife's dream.
Where the hell did Michael come from?
During the commotion, he came running. Well, while you're trying to say all that, he just holds out.
And don't strain yourself, buddy. Quick wit isn't for everybody.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty much like your face looks like, you know, everybody's cup of fucking tea.
No, I was thinking more like basically a mother club, but apparently your mother took you to the top of the ugly tree and dropped you, give you every gram way down.
You know, I would try to make fun of you, but someone already stole your love, and all you have left are possessions.
Oh,
Trilak is barking in the background.
it is on.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
who feels like pie for dinner?
Oh yeah, he was talking to you after you.
Yeah, I was going to say that there is a roll to try to dispel, but to be honest, we're just going to skip that because this really is. I mean, if you want to go ahead and roll to see if this is something you can dispel, but it's higher than level 3 if it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, I put it up there, so it'd be, what, 3 plus 13 for the DC would be 13.
No,
DC
you make a
is whatever
roll
the
and then you
spell-
add your DC, your spellcasting modifier to a D20 roll.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha, sorry.
Because this thing is not a level 3 spell.
So, 15 plus 10, 25.
Wow, your spellcasting is 25? Your spell is a 10?
Yeah,
Okay.
the staff.
Okay, well that's really cool, but this thing apparently isn't a spell that can be dispelled.
Worth the shot.
Oh, he pissed Drian off with that comment.
Yeah, that's why Trevor's just like, well, I feel like pie. Anybody else?
Yeah.
This thing's creeping me out.
How far away is this thing from us?
Like 10 feet.
May I charge?
Sure.
Yes.
I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast. This pissed me off.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and make your opening attacks.
Do it as two-handed longsword. Which I forgot I can do.
Yeah. Okay. So you go running at it as Rihanna throws an Eldritch Blast, and you all pass right through it.
What?
That would have been a great hit, too.
That was
Oh,
a
I
really
see,
nice
I see.
try. I wouldn't expect anything else from you but the most simple of attacks. Oh, I'm sorry, which role are you playing today? The soldier, the tinker, the sailor, the spy? It's so hard to keep all the lies straight, isn't it? Especially when you're not that bright to start with.
I see. Chicken.
I'm better looking than you.
Yeah. Well, it has to just have an image here. Can you have face person?
I'm sorry, I can't hear what you're saying.
I just said, but you're making fun of us, but you aren't even here to face us in person. You're just an image. I mean,
I can see you quite clearly, Hellspawn. Now, when you want to taste of real power, you just ask, and we'll make sure to get in touch with you.
And
Yeah,
with that,
my-
he
my
starts
cool.
to fade away.
Michael at that point utters the activating word for true sight on his obsidian eyepiece. So let's see what this guy really is.
And it has already started to fade away before you can manage to pull that off.
Oh,
And
fuck
you're
you.
all left standing in the bottom of a hole. Even most of the dead bodies apparently were illusions. There are some people who are groaning now that the illusion has passed and you can hear them. None of them are fatally wounded, so I'll say that you can easily help to get them up and going.
I'm
And-
confused.
Who was that thing?
And with that, guys, we are going to call our Trolltide session of the Expendable crew to a close. I hope
hell
everyone
just got
had
here?
fun. I know, but I have hot food waiting for me that's rapidly cooling, and it's late enough we need to be dropping off. Kyle, I'm glad you were able to join us here at the very end for absolutely nothing but confusion, but that was most of our game.
Dazed and confused.
Thanks, I really needed that. I really
Title
needed
for-
this. So thank you so much for allowing me to come in so late.
Hi,
Yeah.
Hellspawn.
Well, anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and call it here. We will be back in a couple of weeks, and there's just so much new stuff to happen. We'll see which road you guys are traveling down then. Until then, everybody, take care. Have a happy Halloween, and something else motivating that I really don't know how to say.